All
Yeah,
right,
the only.
we are back. So, welcome back, y'all. It is that time again, and we are gonna jump right in. So last time, our intrepid adventurers here got stuck out in the desert, escaping a prison. Managed to find a some sort of ship. There was a bit of fighting and a bit of surviving going on inside the ship, and some other things happened inside the ship. You all figured out what you wanted to use for items. You found remnants of an old race that shouldn't exist anymore, but apparently there was a remnant left of that race. Um, and you guys decided you wanted to stay the night in the ship, or stay the day in the ship, and travel through the night. So
Yep.
in during that time, you guys decided for a long out of game while to go through all of your gear, figuring out who was getting what, divvying things out, making sure everyone was ready for a desert adventure. And uh, kind of a little after and during the time, there was some talks between Tav and Zoc, and then some talks between Tav and Vid, where Vid eventually told everyone why he was in Karth to begin with. He was in town looking for Scorpion Fang assassins, looking for the Raven, so on and so forth. So got some information out. You guys kind of get an idea what Vid's life has been like, and you guys do some more RPing and whatnot before uh, the evening comes upon you, and you guys are able to leave the ship and begin heading towards caravan tracks that Zoc had been able to find through. I want to say, ah man,
He's
I almost called him
familiar.
another name. From his familiar, and bread. That's the word I'm looking for. From his familiar bread, named bread. And so you guys take off in the direction of the caravan tracks. After an hour, a couple hours, several hours, you guys actually do make it to the caravan tracks. And after a little of a snafu of which way things are headed, you guys do head in the correct direction. And Vid decides that he's going to take off and try to catch up with the caravan, using his cat-like reflexes. So he takes off in front of the group while everyone else just kind of like, not meanders, but like walks, briskly, as brisk as one would want to walk in desert sand. And you guys do make your way towards Vid. Vid, however, encounters 7 dwarves, 2 carts, and 2 horses, and a little bit of back and forth between those. And Vid kind of finds himself in a bit of a tight spot, uh, that where he ends up being quote unquote helped out of by being tackled and gagged and kind of disguised as a
Yep.
prisoner almost. Not actually disguised, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's basically displayed as a
Identified
prisoner.
as an escaped
Yeah,
prisoner.
yeah.
I still hate you for that.
So you guys get Vid out of his little trouble, little snafu. Make your way away from the dwarves, and then realize a little bit after that you guys are just going to end up passing him again. So you guys just make your way back past the dwarves a second time, after finding out about Tahira. You do follow the tracks towards this town, and after several hours, you do find yourself at the edge of a small town at the beginning of dawn. It is about 7, 8, I think we said 8 a.m., and both the suns have already risen. It's very early morning, and you guys find yourself on the edge of uh, what you now know as Tahira. It is a very small but bustling bazaar, trading town. It's basically all built around trade, and you can see that there's a large section in the middle of town that is absolutely designed for trade. There's a whole bunch of different stuff there. We'll get to that in a second. It's outlined again by another row of kiosks, little huts that have different items and trinkets and all sorts of other stuff. You do also see some red gems scattered throughout some of these tents. They do seem to be used almost as currency, um, being traded out to people who are giving items to the vendors, the local vendors. It seems the vendors are giving out these gems as in exchange for these items. So yeah, that's basically what you see. What you see on the map there: houses outlining a small bazaar in the center. There is a looks like maybe a dock to the north. Um, tree line, a little bit of water. You're not sure if it's edible or not, but it definitely looks like a very big lake, almost an ocean from where you guys are standing. You can't see the other side of it, but it is definitely a body of water. So I'm gonna ask, what are you guys doing?
That's what I heard, Tav. Something about red gems.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Sorry,
like,
guys.
we're still on the edge of town, or
Yeah, you guys are still on the very edge of town. I'm just for simplicity's sake, you guys haven't
Mhm.
entered yet. You guys are still
okay,
at the edge of town as you guys are entering.
gotcha.
No,
Okay.
it's been a minute since we've taken a rest. Some of us were looking for an inn or a place where we could catch some sleep eye.
So
Yeah, we've been traveling all night.
yeah, so
True.
looking around, you don't really see, you don't visually see a place that you would classify as a place to rest. You could ask around to find out.
To clarify, how long have we been walking?
So you guys have been walking all night. So essentially, somewhere in the range of 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
So actually, I would say it's
'Cause it's
pretty
8
close to
o'clock in the
12
morning
hours
now.
because you guys left at about 7 the previous
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
So it's
we
pretty close.
left right at sunset.
Yeah, it's pretty close to 12, maybe 13 hours. You guys have been moving through this desert. You're tired. You have sand in places you didn't
It's
even
been
know
cold.
existed. Like you feel
My
gross.
armpits.
There was some running and some tackling.
Right. Like this
Oh
is
yeah.
yeah, y'all
Might be a little hangry.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. So, a place to rest and something to eat. That's what we're looking for.
Yes.
Check.
And those of you who are in the owlbear, you are able to move yourselves around. Since you guys are in town, we're not in combat. You don't have to worry about how far you're going. I am gonna, let you guys kind of move around, and I can describe what you see and that sort of stuff. Those of you who are not, feel free to look at the image. Tell me where you want to go, what you are looking for. If you guys are looking for a place to, maybe buy a map or, figure out, where you are, that might be useful too.
Yeah, we need to buy ourselves a map and stuff like that. Well, since we're walking for like 8 literally fucking hours, I feel hot as hell. I want to go to the ocean and just get myself like all wet and cool off,
Okay. Does anyone go with Vid when you guys see the water?
I mean,
I want to
walk
say
through
yes.
Not expressly heading that way right away.
Honestly,
Specifically,
Lena
Nat is
probably
kind of Nat is kind of hanging back a little bit, kind of waiting to see what everybody else does, because she's not used to being anywhere on her own, and she has no idea what this group is going to do now that we found "quote unquote" civilization.
Well, if you see Vid heading off on his own, it's never a good thing.
Right.
Right.
All right. So we got.
I'm gonna go find a map,
Okay.
a general store maybe.
Okay. But so essentially, you can kind of consider this whole area as one big general store. So if you're looking for something specific, you're
Mhm.
probably going to find it here. As far as
Okay.
like a base item, you may find other little trinkets and stuff like that. But yeah, this is you can kind of consider this whole center section to be one large general store that you can kind of find hopefully whatever you're looking for. I'm gonna do some rolls to see if those things exist. If you're looking for something specific that wouldn't be maybe in here, but for the most part, you should have stuff in here.
And on the way here, I assume that we would share our names. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we need to get that out of the way now.
Yeah, maybe. You guys,
I'm surprised.
You guys have had this will be I think session 5 now. No one knows each other's names, so.
Well, some of us
Yeah,
know
I'm
each
surprised.
other
I thought we all told our names in the first section.
Yeah.
So good.
It is.
Oh, by the way, the reason that you are all gagged and tied up, it's because you tried to bargain the armor.
Yeah, that's why they. That's why
Wait, are you talking about this in game or out game?
In game.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would assume that everyone would agree that we are not allowed to bargain the party's property valuables. And
Okay,
Vid here tried to give the armor to the dwarves for some reason, and that's why I intercepted. It's
Okay,
nothing
in-game
personal.
gives-
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little bit personal, but
Yeah, if
Hey,
it's
guys.
happening in game, Nat is giving Vid a dirty look.
Okay.
Now that she knows why all that happened.
Okay,
Hey,
I want to talk. I want
Vid,
to talk about this.
hold on.
Yeah, yes.
I know why you keep thinking we introduced ourselves. We introduced our characters to the stream, but not to each other.
Yeah.
So that's
No, we
why we said that. But yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I gave my name to you guys, and I believe one or two of you already told us your names. But I forgot who it is.
it doesn't matter. We're gonna say you all exchanged names. I'm assuming that you guys have been traveling for, 2 days, 3 days now together. You probably have learned each other's names just by
Not
happenstance,
counting overtime.
if nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right, so you guys are all here in town. Vid, I know you want to go up to the water here and
Where-
clean off.
Yeah,
as
where
a basic
the-
kitty.
I want to go where the palm trees are.
Okay.
Like I'm saying this out game where the palm trees are.
By the dock.
Somewhere in between. Yes.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Does anyone follow Vid?
Tab is gonna like casually follow. He's kind of like checking everything out, but also keeping an eye on the cat.
Nat doesn't really have a particular place in mind to go at the moment. She's kind of taking everything in, so Vid's at least moving in a direction. She can follow in that general direction as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
who's carrying the
redhead.
armor?
I think it's in three.
There's like three or
different
four of us
pieces.
carrying different pieces of
Yeah.
armor.
Okay, we
Yeah.
should go together and try to sell it. Just to make sure no one wants this, right?
Well,
Okay,
That's
all right,
not
let's
sure.
sell it.
Nat, if Zock's asking that to the group before we kind of start moving, Nat would respond, "I'd like to see if I could have some work done with it first," and she signs that at him.
All right.
If not, then yeah, selling it.
all right. Luna, where are you going?
The redhead is going to the water to try to cool down.
Okay. Zoc and Barry and Dante. Where do you guys, three guys, head? We'll start with Zoc.
I'm going to try to find a map.
Okay. Gonna go into
Shopping.
the town. All right. And Barry, where are you going?
I think I'll probably go ask for the people if I can't find like in somewhere to like an inn or something.
Okay.
Stay through
You
the
can
night.
like walk around, ask people for if there's a place to rest, sleep, put your head down for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Dante, where are you headed?
Dark skinned man wants to go to the water.
Okay. All right, we got 3 people headed to the water. All right, so as you guys are making your way through town, you do recognize something a little different than what you would see in most towns. There are not specifically guards anywhere. However, there are lizard folk that seem to be acting as bodyguards, mercenary. Nat, you would recognize these the characteristics of them as being like maybe almost hired like bodyguards for hire sort of deal. There just seem to be a lot of them, and they seem to be working in conjunction with the other races that are here. And the other races that are here is kind of an assortment of human, some dwarves. There's a couple halflings. It's kind of a very mundane assortment of races.
Okay. The lizard folk seem the most outlandish of the bunch.
Yes, very much so. Especially in a place like this.
Right.
So those of you who go into the water, you. All right, we'll start with this. So as you make your way up to the docks, you do see a couple people standing up there, and they just kind of like wave to you, and you hear them say, "Howdy!" As they're waving hi, just being nice and friendly. As you guys make your way up, and just before you hit the water, you hear one of them say, "You probably don't want to be doing that."
Okay.
Turn to him, what's... Go ahead.
I was thinking the same thing. I want to tell him, why? I want to tell him why.
Oh, well, recently the water's been not so good, as you might call it. It's been, you definitely don't drink it. I don't know if you could put it on you, but it started killing the fish, and it's definitely not drinkable.
Okay, get the fuck back.
Oh, dear.
Luno turns on heel, goes back to the group.
Same. I don't want to go in the water anymore.
Yeah, that's probably a good choice. We haven't had anyone who's survived drinking the water recently, so yeah, you probably don't want to get in the water. Where are y'all from? Because you obviously ain't from here.
Okay, I want to talk about this out game. I'm just saying, like, in out of game, out character. I'm not saying like that.
Yeah.
Shit. Do we tell them? I was thinking, can someone else take over from here, because I have nothing to say right now.
Perfect.
Yes, I will turn to him and be like, I'm from Karth. We do it.
He just kind of like, when you say you're from Karth, he's like, boy, that's a ways away. What brings y'all out here?
So you're telling me we kind of got stranded out in the desert, and we just made it to town. We're lucky to be alive.
He gives you a almost dirty look, and just, you ain't one of them prison folks, are you?
Oh shit!
What prison?
Roll me a deception check.
What person? What kind of question is that?
Hashtag Luno.
Okay. Trav has joined the group.
Come on, plus
Yeah,
7.
yeah,
Oh,
Tad would have
14.
joined this by this time, and Nat, you probably would have been up here by this time as well. Yeah, I'd say that's high enough.
Nat's probably walking along with Tav.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's good enough. He just kind of gives you this like squinty eye look for a moment. All right, but if you ain't from the prison, it sure is weird y'all out in the desert. There ain't much around here.
Can I say we're just travelers?
Oh, just travelers. So where are you from?
Same as him.
Oh, you from Karth too, huh?
Yeah.
And he looks down at the little gnome who's been quiet up till now. Well, what about you, little one? Where are you from?
Hold on. I
Oh.
just woke up. Oh, hold on. Like, I just woke up. Let me fix my voice real quick.
I bet he like turns to the other guy and just kind of like almost hushly whispers, but not actually whispers. I bet he says Karth.
Actually, no. I'm not from here.
Holy
I wanna say.
shit, that's a low voice.
I just woke up, dude. I didn't.
Oh no, you're good. That was in
You're
character.
good.
That other guy is that other guy's really put off by your voice. Oh man, you were popping up a storm, Dante.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Woo. I'm gonna pause that for a moment. Yikes.
Snap and crackle a little bit
There we go.
Yeah, that's a little better.
That's much better. So yeah, he as soon as you start talking, like as soon as you start saying no, I'm not from here, he's like, holy damn, that's a low voice. Well,
You're welcome.
I have to say I did not expect that. So if you ain't from Karth, where are you from?
Where did I say I was again from?
Well, you said you were from another dimension first, but I'm gonna say
No, yeah,
that
yeah,
you're
for
actually
sure.
from. Give me a second here. Tolkeg, I believe, is the city where you would have come from.
A full keg?
Tolkeg. It doesn't matter because
Tolkeg.
he doesn't know what that city is. He's a country
Okay.
boy.
Alright. Well,
Mhm.
I'm from Tolkien.
Ooh, I don't know where that is. Is that up north or is that down south?
Up north.
All right. Well, it's nice for you guys to find your way here. But yeah, definitely stay out of the water, and yeah, you definitely don't want to be in the water. Ain't that right, George? And the other little halfling next to him just kind of like nods, just kind of like nods and like really really heartily nods and looks back at him and smiles. So, but while all that's happening, Tav, not Tab, sorry, Zoc, you've made your way in through the bazaar, and being a bit shorter, people haven't really given you a whole lot of notice. You have noticed that there are some halflings and a few shorter humans that seem to be giving you some looks, because most of the tall people they're not paying attention to you. But yeah, so you're looking around for a map.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you do find a stand that has a whole bunch of cartographers' sets. There's a whole bunch of canvases that have been sprawled out. You can see kind of like maps and stuff all over the place. And he's just kind of like hawking it, if you will. So, hey, come check out what we got over here. He's got a slight southern drawl, just kind of like the other one, just not quite so hard.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, ain't you, little fellow? You need a map here, right, boy?
Yep. What kind of maps do you have? Is it local or?
Oh, we got all kinds of things. What you looking for? We got world maps, we got city maps, we got all sorts of crazy maps.
Ooh, show me what you have.
He. I imagine you give him some sort of like toothy smile for a moment, just like, yes, show me what you have.
Yes.
He starts pulling out maps, just almost ignoring some of the other people that are like staring at his place. He starts pulling out maps, and he pulls out this really wide, long map, and I'm gonna post a picture so you guys can have it. You will have this in a bit once Zoc finishes. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see if I have to take this back.
Aw.
or if he even shares it.
Right, or if he even shares
True.
it.
We'll never know.
Yeah, knowing Zoc, it's like, yeah, guys, I know where to go now. How? I have an eye.
Him.
Uh-huh. My
He-
third eye tells me where
Right.
to go.
He pulls out this
Yeah,
long,
but
this like it's almost like
Remember,
a,
he can
2 or
fly.
3 foot map, wide, just really long. And he says, "Well, I got the world map right here. This will tell you all the places that you could go in the world. It's been pretty found, but you know, there's still some places that I'm sure that haven't been marked on this map yet. But you know, for the most part, this will get you to all the major cities, back and forth, such. And are you interested in this?"
Yes, pretty much. Is this where we are? And I'm pointing at the red and white icon.
The red and white icon. I gotta open the map.
It's like on the northwest of the desert.
Feltala Expanse.
On the
Yeah,
edge of the-
so there is red and white icon. Yeah, there's a
Okay,
yes.
I get the moment.
Yeah,
there it
I'll
is.
have to
Okay.
I'll zoom in so you guys can see. So yeah, basically you guys are in the very north side of the Feltala Expanse. He basically he looks at you and like, "Oh, you ain't from here, are you?" And points right at the top. Where is we're gonna do this here. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. One more, I think we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do this.
What do you...
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna change the stream.
Okay.
I got to do this in a different fashion because I can't put this on Owlbear yet. All right.
Gotcha.
So, zoomed in version, and I'm gonna go ahead and stream the snipping momentarily. So he basically points out that you guys are on the north side of the Feltala Expanse, right to the west of the large mountain range there. At the very south side of the lake, yes, the red and white icon. His map does have this place marked on it. And just so you guys are aware, you don't technically know this yet, but there's your Feltala prison. It's just south of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that would be an educated guess for sure.
Right. Yeah, you don't necessarily know that, but it wouldn't be hard to figure that out.
Right.
So, well, I mean, you look pretty interested, and I think I could part with this for about 15 gold.
Hold on, let me see how much I have. What's the thing north across the pond from us?
Oh, that's Dragon Spire Bridge.
What is that?
It's just a bridge to get across the road.
A bridge to get across the road?
Yeah,
Why?
it cuts across the lake. It cuts.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a big bridge. There's a between the mountain and the lake. There's like a maybe 3-foot gap of actual ground, so they had to build a very large bridge to make their way over
Around
the. Yeah. So it's a very large bridge over the river that needed to be there in order for travel to occur.
What's the name again? Dragon Bridge?
Dragon Spire Bridge.
Dragon Spire. Cool.
And what's that thing south of us?
That's not on the map.
On the
Just
map.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, sorry.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to explain. It's not actually there. That would be your estimated guess of where Feltala prison is.
Gotcha. So that would be something we might add to the map.
That would be something that you might add to the map once you have the map.
Right.
If we know about it.
If you know about
Right.
it.
So many, I don't know what the word is. Factors to consider, I guess.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm running a bit low on coins here. Is there something that we can exchange?
Well,
Is there anything that you want to know? Because I am a little bit of a master of information myself.
Ooh, master of information, you say? You must know what's been happening in Karth recently, then, huh?
Oh yeah, I know all about it.
Well, you think you know all about it.
No, I'm just trying to bluff this guy.
Oh, okay. Roll me a deception check. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me a deception check. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how good of lying on your feet you are. Holy cow, pretty good.
Wow.
And I actually already rolled his insight, so I'm gonna use that. So yeah, he absolutely believes that you know everything that's been going on with Karth. So, well, how'd you come by information for Karth? This is a pretty far away.
I don't need to be at Karth to know what's happening. Actually, with my eyes closed, I can tell you what's behind you. You wanna try?
That seems like a pretty good trick. You ain't gonna steal this map in front of me, are you?
Nope.
All right.
Look at me. Just look at me. I have a cane. You can just whack me off, and I'm just gonna take off the cane, and I'm just gonna be another lizard.
He turns his head to the side for a moment. Hey! If you're gonna take the map, you gotta pay for it. Put it back. And he turns back to you. All right, we'll go ahead. Let's do this thing. And he stares right at you. So behind him, you see basically a chair. There is a bunch more like long scroll-looking tubes that probably contain maps and whatnot. And if you're using your familiar, there is something that he is hiding, which is a large red gem just in front of his right knee behind the stand.
And with my eyes closed, I was like, interesting. What's that gem that you have?
What gem? What you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
he like,
and with my eyes closed and a grin.
You can't. Well, I guess you probably could. So he gives this like just disgusted look on his face. All right, open your eyes. All right. Fair enough. Well, I believe that you have information from Karth. That's for sure. I believe that you could do that. So, what sort of information have you heard recently? Because there's some whisperings going around. Yeah, disgusted that he was able to do that.
Okay.
That's fine. It's obvious it's okay with people looking down on him anyway.
Yeah, he definitely does right now.
So basically, the king got killed by a bunch of vagabonds, and they have all been executed on CG Day, actually.
You know, that's weird. I heard a bit of different story. I heard that Sinhale attacked Karth in the middle of CG Day and killed the king.
No, that's not possible. I was, my contact was there.
Well, that sure is a bit of different information there.
Where did you get your information from, then?
Well, that's what's been going around the mill, so to speak. We get all sorts of people from all over the place coming here. In fact, we got a few people from Karth already. And he like points over, and you see a couple of Feltala prison guards.
Oh fuck! I'm saying this out game. Oh fuck!
Yeah. They obviously probably aren't even gonna recognize you because they had to have run out way in advance of you guys. They wouldn't actually see you. Just pointing that out. But you do recognize that they are Feltala prison guards. And so while all of this is happening, Barry, you are walking around looking for an inn, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you have made your way. Where exactly would you go on this map? Would you go like right up to the front, or would you like walk around just asking random people? I mean, you have to remember you're a big bugbear.
The tallest of them all.
Yeah, and
You're
so
right.
you're bigger, taller than most everyone around you. And you look like a giant bear, basically. And just pointing this out here because you're very furry. It is getting very warm out for you.
I think I'll just go like near. I'll probably like the outskirts of town probably to get some shades. Then.
Okay. Would you? I mean, you'd be like walking around to the south here and asking people like, "Hey, is there a place to rest around here?"
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As you're walking around, people are giving you a wide berth. As you make your way around, they're just giving you. A few of them are like grabbing their small child and like walking in another direction from you. That sort of looks as you're walking around town. Yeah, he's really intimidating and he's very unusual, especially in a place like this. So yeah, as you're walking around, and you do eventually find an old man, kind of on the outskirts of the area over here, and as he walks up, well, you're what the hell are you?
Hey, Gabe, can you swap back to the other
Oh
map?
yeah, sorry. We'll need to swap back to that. Yeah, he looks directly at you and asks, "What the hell are you?" You say anything?
I'm just gonna say I'm just a traveler looking for a place to stay.
Well, if you're looking for a place to stay, you want to go way up to the Bayside Inn. We got a couple beds there. Usually, not always, but sometimes. Yeah, that's really the only place. It's a small town.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't walk away yet. I really want to know, what the hell are you? I ain't seen one of you before. He seems very much unafraid of you.
I'll walk up to him and says, "Well, I'm a bugbear."
Oh, bugbear. Can't say I heard of that before, but you know, there's always a first for everything. You know, I used to adventure. He starts going into this tale of how he used to adventure and how he used to go out on the world, see things. He's experienced all sorts of crazy stuff. He starts talking your ear off. He's one of those people
Does
like
he have a bum knee?
Yeah, yeah. He used to be an adventurer. Took an arrow to the knee.
Stop.
So he basically goes on, and unless you're like actively walking away from him, he's gonna be one of those people that will sit there and continue to talk until you like, all right, dude, I gotta, and start walking away from him. He's just gonna start regaling you with his old stories of when he was a young adventurer.
Yet he's never seen a bugbear.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
plausible.
Yeah, we could make him bigger. It's fine. How long would you stay there and listen to stories?
3 days. You right.
No. I'll probably listen to like maybe 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Holy cow! You know what? Roll me a
Wisdom save.
Constitution.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll a I'm gonna let you choose. You make a Constitution or a Wisdom saving throw. The one or the other. However, I do also want you to roll a D4.
Oh boy. Let's see. Saving throw, right?
Yes. And while you're rolling there, back to Zoc, with the man with the map, who is kind of looking at you, little wryly, and just all right. Well, um, you know, I'm sure we could work something out. How much gold you got?
Not much, but I'm gonna put the crossbow, the light crossbow, my light crossbow on the table.
Okay.
I have this.
Oh yeah, that'll work. I'll take that for the map. That works just fine.
All right. I have no use for this.
Oh,
And I push the crossbow to him.
all right. So you guys now have a world map. Whether or not he shares it is
Yay!
up to him, but
Yes.
Zoc, you now have a world map. I will get back to you again, Zoc, here in a moment, because he's gonna try to push some other stuff on you here in a moment. So we'll get back to Barry again here in a second. The four of you up north, along with Luno. I see Luno moved himself into the bazaar. The four of you, would you guys stay up there, or would you go other places after not being able to go into the water, or not wanting to go into the water?
Shot.
Tav?
I would ask the guy we've been talking to if there's a place where, like an inn, where we can spend the night or spend the day.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
away.
You guys want the Bayside Inn. It's over here. He, like, points over there to behind you, over here. It's the big building there with the big, tall smokestack. He's like, it looks
Yeah,
like a
just
big
past the
straw
key.
house, but, it's a bit sturdier than that, I think.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll thank him graciously.
oh, no problem. It's all my pleasure. It's always nice to meet new people. Do you start heading to the inn?
That's
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Vid?
for me,
Yeah, Vid, what are you doing?
okay, there's two things I want to do first. One, I want to ask them about, like, hey, is there like some sort of library here, like a place of books to read?
What you call a library? No, I don't even know what that is. Is that one of them things
Oh,
with the
gosh.
books?
Yes.
Nah, we ain't got one of them. George, you know if we got one of them? And George just like shakes his head, heartily no, looking back up at him and smiling. No, George don't know either. George don't know neither. What? Yeah, yeah. No library.
Okay, thank you. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to do, since we're like near palm trees, I want to look up to see if there's, like, I don't know, bananas, coconuts, or what the fuck ever.
Yeah. There is definitely some sort of vegetation at the top of that you might be able to grab.
Good. I want. Oh my God, what is that sound?
Dante's having some issues tonight, man.
Dante's in the middle
Yo,
of the
it's
Yeah,
mute
Dante's
your
in the middle
mic
of a
or something.
snowstorm, I think.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry.
Yeah, so Vid, I'm gonna have you roll me a survival check if you're trying to grab some stuff there. While you're doing that, Dante, what are you doing?
First he looks over at Vid like, the fuck? And looks back at the other person. I want to know if there's any magic shops or like any places here that he knows of that sells like scrolls with magic.
Gotcha.
So I'll ask him that.
Okay. Yeah. You ask that, and he gives you this kind of almost weird look at first, but then he remembers that you aren't from here either. He's a little on the slow side. If you haven't already picked that up.
I mean, I could show him some like
No. So
some
you asked
whatever.
that, and he, well, all of our stores are in the middle of town. You might be able to find some things in there, but I mean, we don't have any specific stores. It's just really a big shopping center.
Okay.
Do you go anywhere? Do anything else?
Yeah. I'll ask Vid if he needs some help first. I don't want him to like fucking kill himself.
Let's see. What did he roll?
Or leave him alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Or leave him alone. With a
The
14
main thing here, yes.
Yeah, with a 14, he does need some help to be able to get up these trees. Apparently, his claws aren't quite as sharp as they should be. You can see him kind of trying to claw up the tree and get the fruit nut that's at the top. Just for my sanity's sake. Yeah, they're coconuts. I'm not gonna make up a fruit. So
Okay,
they're
cool.
coconuts
Can
on
I
the top
just
of
shoot
these
them down or
trees.
something for him?
You certainly can try.
I'm
Wait,
just
hey,
gonna.
Wait, hold
Wait.
on. Are you sure you want to shoot them down? Because, they're not. Like, are you sure you're not gonna burn the trees off?
I don't think so. I doubt it.
What are you using to shoot it down?
Magic missile, at least 3 of them.
Oh,
So
okay.
Vid has something to do.
Okay. So, yeah.
Wait, before he
I'm
shoots
going
magic,
to
magic
get in
missile, I wanna
front of
move
the
out the way.
trees. Yeah, like I'm just getting in front of the trees so that for whatever reason, if my shit misses, it's just going straight into the water in that general direction.
Okay. So
If
as
there's,
far as,
like-
yeah, well, so as far as magic missile goes, they don't miss. So that won't be an issue.
Okay.
There's whenever you cast that, there's no roll for attack or a save. They always hit their target unless they're completely blocked by something. So it will hit its target. You don't have to worry about that. And Vid, what were you gonna say?
Because if he's just shooting this tree down, okay, so hit him.
What?
Oh, wow, that was pretty cut off. Let's try that again. Vid, speak a little slower, and let's hope you don't get cut off this time. Say it again.
I'm getting excited there. No, I just want to move out of the way because if he's shooting magic missiles on the trees where the coconuts are, they're gonna fall on my head. So I'm just gonna like step away from it.
Okay.
I'm always like I want to
Okay.
be behind Dante.
I gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha. So as that's happening, and as Dante is about to fire this, you hear from behind you, "What are you guys doing over there? You getting some of them fruits?" And yeah, he calls them fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
we're getting some fruits.
ask him if he wants one. I'll just motion over to Vid.
No, I don't think I want to try one of them's been soaking up the water.
Oh my god!
I mean,
What kind of bullshit is this?
I mean, you guys can certainly try. Ain't no one tried to eat them, but water's not good. Maybe stuff sucking up the stuff ain't good either.
I want to I'm saying this out game. I'm saying this out game.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
Dante to shoot the magic missile and shoot down one of the coconuts. So I want like
I
to
feel
see.
like you should do it
I want
anyway.
I want to inspect. I'm not gonna eat it. I want to inspect the coconut, investigate the coconut if it looks good or rotten or something like that.
I think that would be a pretty good idea. Not gonna lie.
So the coconuts
Cause
themselves
like,
look fine. There's no visible signs that the coconuts are rotten or poisoned or anything like that.
Presumably the trees as well look
are healthy.
fine.
Yeah.
The trees look healthy.
Everything looks right. You're basing everything on everything that you know of about the water based on what he's been telling you.
Okay.
Yeah, but we see the outside of the coconut, but I want to see the inside of the coconut.
Okay. So you cast magic missile.
Let me cast that real quick.
Okay. While you're doing that, let's go back to Barry real quick. Barry, you've been sitting there for a good 10-15 minutes, and he's just been regaling you of his times as a young lad. When I was a young lad, went into this scary cave and found a flying bat and killed the bats and found 10 gold pieces, or some just absolutely nonchalant story that he thinks is a huge adventure. You do pick up a few interesting tidbits though during the 30 minutes. he makes references to some treasure that he had found when he was a young kid to the mountains to the east, from here on the world map, and I'll mark them later as he's kind of describing things to you. See if you guys can figure out how to even get to it, that sort of deal. There's also a reference to some lost isles that he said he found, and on the world map, if you're looking at that world map, bottom left corner of the map is the Lost Isles, and he makes a mention of his time in the Lost Isles and how out of game, like the Bermuda Triangle, really hard to get into and out of without getting completely lost and never found again. So he's pretty damn proud of that one. He's pretty excited about it. He tells you how he got in and out. So make sure you make a note of that if you guys ever end up traveling there. He tells you how he got in and out. Those are the those are the two big tidbits that he actually pulls out of the bag. Everything else is just like absolute like BS stories, and he is just talking your damn ear off. And you did fail your save. What was it? Constitution? Wisdom. Oh, that's even better. After about 20 minutes, you just can't take it in anymore. You're inside. You just start feeling this anger and rage start building inside of you from not being able to walk away, and you feel like you need to like destroy something.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Yeah.
0 damage all the way around.
Yeah, there's a large there's a large barrel sitting next to him that he's been taking coins on, stuff like that. Just one of those old timers taking handouts, stuff like that, telling old stories. But no one's around right now, and you feel this burning rage inside of you from having to listen to all these stories that seem absolutely like absolute horseshit. Like they are nothing. Yeah, you feel like you want to just punch that barrel.
You're gonna force Barry to be angry.
He failed his Constitution, his Wisdom saving throw. So yes, Barry, you feel like you want to punch something.
Muy bien.
I'm gonna punch the ground.
You're gonna punch the ground. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Barry, he's in the middle of talking, and Barry just like I kind of feel like Barry, would you like growl and do it at the same time?
Yes.
Barry just like and punches straight into the ground, and the guy just pauses for a brief moment, just like, whoa, all right, well, I see that you feeling some things. Maybe I'll just let you go on. And he looks pretty intimidated and starts like slowly gathering his stuff and walking away from you. All right, so back to Zoc, who is still standing in front of the cartographer. Just bought the world map. Was there anything else you wanted to ask him before attempting to walk away?
What else do you have in there?
Well, I got a whole bunch of stuff. There's some treasure maps here. And he starts whipping out all of these treasure maps. And as you look over them, based on what the map that you just got of the world map, none of these treasure maps make any sense to you whatsoever. I got these treasure maps here for 50 gold apiece. There's I got a couple city maps. And he pulls out a map of Londa, which on the world map is probably the closest city to you guys. There's a few other major city maps that he pulls out. There's one for Karth, Londa. There's one for Mistrata and Sinhale. Yeah. So Mistrata is from Natalia's town. Sinhale, no one's from Sinhale, but he's got a map for it. Yeah, I acquired these by, certain means. I feel like you might know what I'm talking about. He gives you like a really, really not indiscriminate wink. Like it's pretty apparent that he's trying to wink at you. Trying to think of the word here.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. As a low life myself, it's completely fine. Don't worry about it. I used to sell maps and layouts to people like you. It's fine. How much are these again?
So the city maps are 15 gold apiece. The treasure maps are 50, and he continues to like pull out maps in front of you, different maps all over the like regional maps, basically other versions of the map that you currently have. He just starts whipping out like all of these maps, trying to hawk all of these maps to you. Like, I know you got the world map here, but you really should have this section of map right here. You're gonna run into it at some point in your life. I can almost guarantee. He's really just like going to town trying to sell you this map now that he's sold you one map.
Can I look at the treasure map?
Yeah, you can look at the treasure map. He hands you treasure map, one of the 5 that he pulled out. And I don't have an image of it, so sorry. But looking at the map again, just as you're looking over it, there's symbols and figures and bodies of water and land masses that just absolutely do not make sense to anything else that you have seen thus far with the actual world maps, like city, the region, world. The treasure maps don't seem to make any sense with the rest of the world maps.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. You can just grab a piece of paper, doodle something, and then I'm gonna pay you 50 gold?
Roll me an insight check. And while we're doing that, back to Luno, or not Luno, back to, I'll get to you, Luno, here. I see you moved yourself into town. I'll get to you, Luno, in a bit. Back to Dante and Vid. Dante, you cast Magic Missile, and all 3 managed to hit coconuts that fall to the ground as they're hit. Vid, you're able to capture these and attempt to break them open.
Muy bien. Vid?
Vid?
Sorry, sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic. Yeah, I break them.
Did you break them? Roll me a strength check.
Before he does that, I'm gonna grab one.
Oh, I was so close.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I was so close.
All right, so he's gonna try on one of them. So you try as you might, try to break these coconuts. And as this big tabaxi cat grabs a coconut and just, I feel like, starts slamming it onto a tree, onto the sand itself, trying to like break it open, trying to pull it apart. You guys hear from the back of you just like a oh, that's about the funniest damn thing I ever seen. As the 2 are just like rolling, laughing, watching Vid try to open this. You grabbed another one. What are you doing with it, Dante?
I know I'm not gonna be able to open it. I'm small. I want to try and see if maybe I can burn a hole through it with lightning grasp. I mean, with shocking grasp.
Oh boy.
Yikes. Just for shits and giggles. Yeah, it's an attack, right?
Yeah, it is.
Roll me a attack roll. I'm gonna have you roll this with disadvantage. A 10 or higher will still succeed, but I want you to roll with disadvantage because you're trying to be precise with this.
Yeah, I just want to make a hole, just a small hole. And I'm gonna place this on the ground just to make sure no funny business goes around.
Gotcha. I'm gonna laugh if you rolled
Okay,
nat 20s.
Wait, attack roll? How?
Yeah, it's 1d20 times 2. So 2 1d20s.
Okay.
Okay, I want to say this in game. I've been thinking. He told us the water is dangerous. We should drink it, and he told us the trees might have ingested from the water that is somewhat poisonous, and he also told us not to put it on our skin. So tell me, why the fuck are they on the boat in the middle of that fucking Lego town?
I mean,
No.
you know.
Wait, did the roll even go through?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
So
11 and a 2.
Yeah.
Yep. So as Vid is saying this in game to you, Vid, you look down and you see Dante just like put like a little finger, tiny little gnome finger on this coconut on the ground, and you just see like this. What does your shocking grasp look like?
I swear, he just puts one hand and he uses one finger.
Yeah.
And just.
Yeah. Like color, that sort of variation. What?
Yeah, I wanted to give it a very, very like not a dark green, but I want to say more on the forest green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a darker mid-tone darker green. Okay. Yeah, so you see him put his little gnome finger on the coconut, and a little like dark-ish forest green bolt of electricity just flows through his finger and creates a tiny little hole in the middle of this coconut. Yeah, you're able to do exactly what you wanted to do with that.
With a 2?
With a
Yeah, I was like.
I'm not. Never mind.
You said disadvantage.
Yeah, I did, and for some reason I was looking at the total and not the actual roll. I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. So no, never mind. A green bolt fires through, and it actually, with a 2, you touch this coconut, and the green bolt fires through, and it actually explodes the coconut all over the ground. Milk flies up in your face, gets on Vid. Yeah, it's a mess all over the ground.
Oh, God.
And those two are just like rolling in laughter. Oh, this has got to be the best day of my life right here.
Oh, that shit's funny.
Moving on. I'm gonna move to Luno real quick. Luno, I see you've moved into the town. What are you looking for in town?
I'm looking through the shops, and mainly I'm trying to see if I can find maybe like clothes that are more fitting for this environment. But anything else other like knickknacks and little things, because being the first time out of the city, like I want to look at the wares and just be like, oh my god, like think of a tourist at a gift shop.
Oh boy, that's a 1.
Wow,
whatever game was
100.
rolling.
Luno,
what are the chances?
So yeah, that's why I roll those. Luno, as you're looking around, you realize that either you're just looking in all the wrong spots, or there doesn't seem to be any clothing here whatsoever. And all the trinkets that you're looking at just seem blasé and bland to you. There doesn't seem to be anything that you want to find here, which is absolutely infuriating for you, I'm sure. But like you go to find you go to a place that looks like it should have clothes, and as you like, there's a single like vestment mask sort of deal on the outside, and as you get up closer to it, you're like, oh, this place got to have it. And as you get up to it, you realize that it was just like a juxtaposition of the sun with the shadow, and it's actually just a sheet of paper that's been wrapped around a coconut or something like that. It's just absolutely asinine what you're able to find here, which is nothing useful, unfortunately.
I'll just throw my hands up in the air and start like stomping my way back to the group. It's like, this is ridiculous.
As you make your way around, you do eventually find Barry, who looks like he has just punched a hole in the dirt. There's an old man who looks very scared of him, slowly moving away as the two of you kind of collide over there, over to the side.
I see him, and then I just remember it's like I start making my way over to him. It's like, Barry, I have some words for you.
Yes.
Oh God. All right. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Zoc, I believe I had you roll a insight check. Zoc, as he's handing you these maps, he's giving you this just not run of the mill sales pitch. He seems to be really selling you on these maps. Yeah, the maps here were made about 400 years ago. You can see by the wear and tear on them that they're definitely old. I've had them for a while. People don't generally like buying them, but they are authentic. I can guarantee that if you can figure out where these are actually supposed to be pointed at, you will find treasure. He is like going to town on this sales pitch for you.
I would love to get this, but I don't have any gold on me, so.
Well, you just come back when you get some gold. I'll make sure to hold on to them for you. Like I said, most people don't want them anyway.
All right. And I slowly back out, but I keep my familiar inside and keep an eye on the map.
Okay.
Yeah. See where he keeps it, where he puts it.
Okay. I mean, he's leaving them out for people to look at. Like, this is he wants to sell these things for sure. So you step away. Where would you go?
I'm just gonna step a little bit outside, find somewhere to stay, and I'm gonna tap in on my familiar. And whenever he's not looking, I'm gonna snatch the map.
Oh my God. Okay. So when you say outside, what do you mean? Like where?
Is find a place to sit down.
Okay. I'm just gonna say you sit down by this building over here. That's about the closest place that's kind of out of the way. People wouldn't pay attention to you. And I do want to remind you all that the lizard folk are pretty much everywhere as you guys are walking around. They are heavily armed, shielded. They very much look like hardcore mercenaries. They look very skilled. They look very skilled at fighting. But they're definitely like everywhere. There's a lot more than you'd expect to find if they were just mercenaries. And so you go and you sit down, and we'll go back to Tav and Natalia, who have now made their way to the Bayside Inn. And as you make your way around this little podunk inn, there does seem to be a little area for like carts and stuff. People who are traveling. There's if you can see it on the map, there's actually a ladder that goes up to the second story, but it looks almost like a hay storage area in a barn almost from the outside. And the door is closed, but there is a sign above that reads Bayside Inn, come in and stay.
Okay.
I mean, Tav is ready to go get something to eat and meet some people.
All right, you go inside.
Yep.
All right, Natalia, do you
Matt
follow?
will follow.
Yep.
All
Dante,
right.
can you mute your mic for a little bit?
I already muted Dante a while ago.
I can still hear
Yeah, we're
something.
still hearing him.
No, I mean I had to mute him. He's popping.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's popping off tonight. Yeah. So, the two of you step inside, and immediately you guys, especially Tav, this is definitely like a hole in the wall. This is probably the rattiest place, Tav, that you've probably ever been in.
Besides prison?
Maybe when you were younger.
How does it compare to prison?
It's worse actually than prison.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, as you go in, you see that there's a few broken broken tables that have been like kind of taped isn't the right word, but if there was such a thing as duct tape in D&D, that's essentially how they've been put back together. The chairs themselves have also been mended with some sort of shoddy carpentry work. And the inn itself, there is a single maybe owner. It's hard to tell. He's pretty gruff around the edges, full beard. He is a dwarf, so he is about 4 inches above face height above the countertop where he has been working to serve drinks to 2 of the 3 patrons in there. Yeah, it's pretty dead. Everything in there looks absolutely dirty and filthy, and yeah, it's pretty gross. As you walk in, a small rat scurries in front of your feet, Tav.
Tav is acting as though none of this bothers him.
Roll me a deception check. Yeah, I think deception. Yeah.
Nat steps in, looks around, and then gives Tav a look.
All right, that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretending
Tab
really
Tab
well.
looks unaffected by this. Yeah, this is normal for him. Certainly.
Yeah, definitely.
So you guys are standing. You've just entered the door. No one greets you. He's still just doing his own thing at the behind the counter. It's about 10 feet away from you, and you can see 3 other patrons in here. 2 of which are drinking, and the other one is just like sulking at one of the broken tables.
You said there was a bar we could walk up to?
Yeah, the dwarven bartender is just barely visible behind it.
All right. Yeah, Tab's gonna walk up and greet him merrily. Good day, my fine barkeep.
Ah, good. I haven't heard that word in a while. What do you want?
Today's your lucky day.
Nat, you are actually having trouble with this conversation as you are having trouble seeing his mouth behind the counter.
Okay. All right. I was gonna have her like quietly respond to what he said, but if she's having trouble seeing it, that's fine.
Yeah, even with your passive perception of 19, you are visually impaired by the fact that his eyes are about 2 inches above the counter and his head finishes about 2 inches above that. You guys can just barely make out as you walk up the lower portion of his nose, almost his mouth, as you make your way up to the counter. And he is a older dwarf. He's definitely well seasoned, gray hair in actually a couple ponytails, and you can't see his beard, but he does have a full beard, also in several ponytails as well. He looks very, very old, got a few scars on his face, and he is very unpleasant to speak to, apparently.
Maybe he just doesn't like dragonborns.
Who knows? Yeah, so he says, good, I haven't heard that in a while. What do you want?
Tab replied, it's your lucky day. We are interested in some of your finest mead, and what are you serving for breakfast?
Oh no.
Breakfast? Haven't you looked around? We ain't got much food here. Breakfast will definitely be extra. As far as mead goes, I do have some pretty good mead. Hang on 1 second. And he disappears in front of both of you for a moment. And you hear this like clinging of cups and stuff underneath. And he comes back up and throws 2 pints on the counter. Barely able to reach above the counter, and like slams him down a little bit, pours onto the counter as he does such. I got some mead right here. It'll be 2 copper apiece.
Tav is going to point to it and tell Natalia, it's 2 copper for this man's excellent, finest mead.
Roll me a perception check.
Who?
Both of you. Actually,
Okay.
no. Actually, Nat, you don't need to roll. You already see it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Nat, you see what looks like in one of the cups a small clump of hair, very short hair, floating at the top of the cup. Yeah,
What?
both of you are just like, oh Jesus Christ.
That's just one of the cups.
Well, yeah, just in one of the. It's actually in front of Tab. It's the cup in front of Tab.
Nat's just gonna look at Tav with like a "Are you serious?" kind of look.
Tav is giving you a very toothy grin because he's trying to win over the salty barkeep.
Nat's gonna shrug and reach for the cup that has the hair in it.
Oh no!
Oh man. Do you drink it or pull it out first?
She's pulling the hair out first.
Okay,
but
okay.
she'll be tactful enough to kind of like turn away and do it like as unnoticeably as possible.
With a 12, Tab, you see Natalia like grab the drink that was in front of you and like kind of like turn, and as she does that, like stick her finger in it, and you see this glob of hair come up, and she like throws it onto the floor in front of her.
Nope, Tav is still like full grin, like this is normal. If we were interested in your finest breakfast, what is available?
Well, I got some coconuts. We got some. He doesn't specify. It's more of. He claims it's more of a mystery meat. Not actually saying mystery meat. But it's like a surprise meat. It's meat. It tastes good, and because of the food shortage that they've had, it's been tough to get. And he's like explaining all of this. It's tough to get anything relatively haughty in here, and he kind of gives you a once over when he says that. So I'm sorry if it doesn't meet your liking, but that's about all we got.
That's understandable. I think my party members and I will make do, and I'll thank the dwarf for his kind hospitality, and ask if he has any rooms available.
Oh, looking for rooms, are ya? Yeah, I got a few rooms. They're not the cleanest, but you can sleep in them. And he basically goes on to tell you that every room is 1 silver per night, per person. So even if you stack up into a room, it'll still be 1 silver per night per person. And he does have enough rooms if you're telling him how many party members. He does have enough room for you guys. He doesn't specify where.
Wait, quick question to the DM.
Mm-hmm.
How much silver does it take to make it worth a gold for all that silver?
So it's multiples of 10. So 10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10 gold is 1 platinum, and 10 platinum is 10 electrum. If you're
So
ever
Tad
doing
is not going to commit to the rooms for everyone. He's just going to say
Electrum is less.
Yeah.
Electrum is
Go ahead, Tab.
technically halfway between gold and silver.
Tav is just going to thank him and not commit to the rooms, but just say, we'll get back to you on that, and like have Natalia come sit down at a table.
Well, I'll hold them for you, but there's never any guarantee. It was Nice meeting you today. And he definitely like almost regrets saying that word aloud, it sounds like. So as that's happening and you guys are sitting over there, we're going to go back to Vid and Dante, who have coconut all over them and milk all over them, and the two people laughing at them trying to get these coconuts open. So Dante, you just exploded a coconut, and it got all over Vid and yourself. Vid?
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Am I not like?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Oh no, I was talking about the mic.
Yeah, you're
my
fine
mic
now.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dante, you just exploded a coconut all over yourself and Vid. What are you doing?
Precise. Nothing at all. It just exploded.
Yeah. No, it just exploded.
Oh yeah, for me, I would say, what the fuck? But also, since he exploded a coconut, it's me to find a piece of a coconut and to inspect if it looks good or not, if it's not rotten.
Is my skin burning? Better question.
Your skin is not burning, and the coconut itself looks fine.
Do I smell bad?
Both of you go ahead and roll me a survival or nature check.
Survival nature check.
I'll go with survival. Well, shit.
Survival
Those sure are
nature.
exploded coconuts. So I'm gonna ask, Vid, how interested are you in actually attempting to put one of these things in your mouth? Like with a nat 1, would you expect yourself to actually try to figure this out by putting it in your mouth?
Oh no!
Hang on. Okay. Like fucking shit now. Thanks.
Okay. So
Wait,
no.
did my roll go through?
yeah, I did.
Wait.
Go ahead, Vid.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Go ahead, Vid.
Before I put anything in my mouth, I want to go ask the guys who warned us about the water, about if you saying it's dangerous to eat, to drink, nor like put in our skin. Why are you out there in the middle of the lake? Is it a lake or pond? I keep getting confused on that.
Before you do that, I need to know whether or not with this nat 1 you would actually put that in your mouth. Because I kind of feel like you
No,
would.
I don't think so. No,
Wait, he
I don't
actually
think so,
nat
no.
one?
Yeah, he actually
nat
nat
one?
1 the survival check.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to eat
I see
it.
a 4.
That's me. That's mine.
The total. That's the total. He rolled a nat 1 though.
Yep.
All right. So Dante, you're gonna save Vid here for a moment. So I'm gonna say that you don't end up putting it in your mouth, because as you go to put this thing in your mouth, like, let's just see if it tastes like poison, sort of deal. It looks fine, right? As you're about to touch it, you feel like this whap on your leg as Dante like whacks you in the leg, and just like, don't do that.
Kick him in the shin.
Yeah, in the shin. Sorry, yeah, in the lower leg, in the shin. No. So Tav, we actually can't hear you at all. Were you speaking?
No, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, well, lost myself. Vid, yeah, you're stopped by stopped putting something in your mouth that is probably poison by Dante, who is like, dude, what are you doing? Whacks you in the leg, and then you go over and you ask them why they're in boats out there, and he kind of looks over and he looks back out of the boats. Well, you see, there are these things called crabs, and they live under the water. So we was thinking that if they're under the water and they don't drink the water, they should be good, right?
What? I'm saying this out game, but what the fuck? You're saying
he's
you're
slow.
saying
That's what I was saying. He's not the brightest tool in
Okay.
not the brightest tool in the shed, if you get my meaning.
Can I try to explain to him that would probably be the worst idea that
go ahead.
that he could come up with?
Well, I don't know. If they're not ingesting the water, why would that be bad? He's giving you a serious look.
Can I just be like, go into like a little bit of depth, like, hey, the water's going into their shells, and they breathe in the water, because that's how crabs work.
Yeah, they basically breathe.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
I want to see.
Persuasion.
I want
Which
to see if he believes you what you're saying.
Like the dumbest I can go. I want to try that. Skills, right? Persuasion.
Sure. Yeah. Persuasion. That's not high enough.
Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah, he despite your best efforts to attempt to teach him about the ways of water and things under the water, he just kind of giving you this dirty look, like, no, that don't make no sense. See, the crabs live under the water, and if they live under the water, they don't need to breathe the water.
It's my.
No.
Can I just tell him you right, and when you right, you right.
You sure can.
Okay,
Actually,
1 sec.
You're right. And when you're right, you're right.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
You're right.
Oh my god.
Well, it was sure nice meeting you guys. And he starts walking out to the dock and like waving over at the guys fishing. Starts yelling all like, "Hey, you guys got anything yet? You found any of them crabs?" Yeah, he and George both walk out to the dock and start like waving those guys over. You guys do anything else with them before they do that, or?
No.
I want to save them, but I think they're too dumb.
Dang.
Sadly.
Hey, can I try to pursue him?
Sure. You can try to persuade them.
That 20.
Oh, okay. Can I do a persuasion check?
Yeah,
To
go
tell
for
him,
it.
hey, don't fucking do it.
Tell me. So before you roll, I wanna know what you're telling him. Well, I guess you already rolled. But,
I did roll.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me what you tell him.
Are you sure you don't want to stop? Because crabs are basically it. Okay, hang on. One more thing. Hang on, I'm sorry. Let me start over. Because, oh my god. So you're saying crabs live underwater. Crabs breathe on that water.
Yeah.
There is no layer in this water. Water is just merged all together with the poison stuff. So you want to eat a poisonous crab that breathes poison?
Well, they're not poison. They're not breathing in the water. I thought we established that. They're under the water. Do you get what I'm saying? Under the water.
Oh, okay. I officially give up. Hey, officially give up.
I'm just
Okay,
gonna-
let's go. Where do you want to go next?
Yeah. I'm just gonna motion
Hey.
for this man and like, forget it. Fuck this.
Yeah. Yeah.
where
Fuck
did-
this. Let's go.
Where do the two of you guys head?
We need to go to the inn. Did we see them? Did we see our party members
Yeah, you
going
guys
to
would
the
have seen
inn?
him walk that way.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have seen him
All
walk
right, let's
in,
just
but-
go.
Okay.
I'll fucking shit.
Okay.
Did-
Back to Zoc. Zoc, you are trying to take this map, or you want your familiar to take this map?
The familiar.
Okay.
I'm outside already.
All right. So the familiar is invisible, and it is a raven. Yes.
No, he's an. I changed him to an imp now, so he will have hands to work with.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's why I wanted to clarify before we started this whole fiasco. I mean, this whole thing. So yeah, you find a shaded spot, not really in full sun, but it's still somewhat sunny. You kind of like sit down and chill, get your cane put out, and go into your trance like deal for your familiar. And after watching for about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes or so, you do see he's got kind of a pattern that he does where he panders to certain people. It's almost like, and you would recognize this. It's almost like he's looking for marks. That he's pandering to specific people as they walk by, pushing some of these treasure maps. And he does have a couple out. The one that you were asked on hold, he did actually keep back to the side. It's not out in front. It is pretty close to him. It's going to be pretty hard to take because he's not really leaving the stand, and he is, again, still pandering all of these maps. So he is constantly back and forth looking around. But you do pick up a pattern where there is a brief moment where there's a possibility you could take this without being detected. But it's going to be a flying.
Is there anything else that he's not paying attention to?
He's not paying attention to the gem underneath the stand in front.
Oh
of his
boy. All right, then I'm gonna take the gem instead.
Roll me a sleight of hand check for your familiar.
Hold on, let me see if it has any modifier.
I don't believe it has. It
has a dex +3, but no skill.
Yeah.
So just a straight D20.
Yeah, straight D20, and it'll be +3. So.
+3.
Yeah.
All right.
Because sleight of hand will be just
19.
Wow, that is a lucky roll. Okay. Yeah, you in watching this for a while, your imp is able to pick up. You are able to pick up a pattern where he's pandering to specific people, and as he does such, he kind of like leans out to the left to talk to someone, and as he does that, you find your moment, and Bread, your familiar, grabs this about your palm size, so it's smaller, red gem that is right by his knee, and he is able to grab that and move it around. Where is he taking this? Because it is not invisible. He is invisible.
Wait, but I think how invisibility works is when someone grabs something or pick up something, it goes invisible too, right?
Give me a second here. Let's see how it's worded.
I thought they had to hold it before they became invisible.
That's what I thought too. So I want to. Oh man!
If you have it on you when you cast the spell, it is invisible.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
It does not specify. Yeah.
Invisible. An invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of hiding. The creature is heavily. Okay, is that not actually?
Okay. On my imp character, it says any equipment the imp wears or carries is invisible with it.
Where is? But so.
It's on my extra page.
Yeah, give me 1 second. We'll get this all situated. Yeah, because I definitely I feel like this is a defining moment, so I want to make sure that we're getting the call right here. You said an extra. All right, so imp familiar. That is interesting on the wording. That is actually how it's worded. So the imp, when you cast invisibility for the imp magically turns invisible until it attacks or until its concentration ends, as if it's concentrating on a spell. Any equipment the imp wears or carries, not wearing or carrying, so any equipment the imp wears or carries is invisible with it. So, yes, as soon as it touches that gem, it becomes
Poof.
invisible.
And it just walks out.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the way it's worded. I'm gonna play it as worded. I feel like that's a little
Okay.
weird, but that's the way it's worded, so we're gonna follow the rules.
I mean, it's still up to you if you don't want me. If you don't want this
Nah,
to
it's
be,
fine.
then
It's fine. This will
All
just
right.
cause more trouble in the. Yeah, this
All
will
right.
cause more trouble in the end. Well, I'm gonna go back and ask because knowing you would know that it would make it invisible. Would you actually grab the map instead? Because you could grab this map instead of that gem. I didn't know
No.
if you had changed because I said it would be a floating map. Is I guess what I'm getting at.
No, I'm gonna get a gem instead.
Okay. Yeah, you have a red gem. Well, your imp does, and he's able to grab that and bring it back to you safely.
All right.
And we'll get to the gems in a bit. These,
Yep.
Yeah, they have substance here. Are you doing anything else?
Nope, I'm just gonna bring it back to myself.
Okay. You just gonna chill there for a bit?
No, I'm actually gonna walk around, see. Yeah, I'm just browsing
Okay.
and not get any close to the map maker, the map seller.
Okay. That's fair. So Luno and Barry, after the two of you met up, where would you have gone? What would you have done? We'll start with Barry, who was there first.
I think Luna would stop me in the middle there, and I would be like, "What?"
So
yeah.
So you were in my town doing what? Or in my city doing what?
Maybe let's not talk in the open, you know?
I'm just aggravated from earlier, from the not finding anything. Fine, let's find the rest of them.
I think they probably win in the end, right? It's this way.
What inn? What I don't an inn? There's an inn in this town.
Well, it's a place to stay, but yeah.
All
It's
right,
this
let's
way.
go that way. Yeah, I started that like when I had said what I said, I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. So let's go. Yeah, let's find us a.
We'll see you guys go
Find
that
this
way. Zach, roll me a D. Actually, you're looking around. Are you browsing for anything specific?
No, just find anything interesting for me. I don't know.
What would Zach find interesting? I guess that's what I'm getting at. I need
Information.
specifics.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find some, underbelly, some shady business.
You don't catch any shady business, but you do hear a few rumors that all of which seem to go against what you guys all know as kind of the truth of the matter. You've heard a few people like murmuring to each other. Yeah, that would be funny. You do hear a few people like murmuring to each other under the breath, like, "You hear what happened at Karth? Yeah, they said the king was killed by Sinhalian assassins." Like that kind of stuff. You hear that the Karth city of Karth has started recalling soldiers back to Karth. It seems they're building, amassing an army. You hear rumors, whispers of maybe Karth attacking certain outlying settlements near the edges of Sinhale. You're not sure if any or all of these are true, but you definitely have heard uh, all of these as you're like walking around and listening to all of that. And as you're doing that, you do catch sight of Luno as Luno and Barry turn the last corner here and head up north. As you kind of like walking around listening to all of this, you do see Barry and Luno head north in that direction, but you're not sure where because no one actually told you.
Um, are these people? What are their views on the event? Like, do they support Sinhale or what? Or indifferent?
Yeah. So for what you glean from most of this is there's no really party affiliation that you can find whatsoever in this town. It seems that these people, as they're traveling through, most of them are just merchants. The ones that are telling these rumors seem to actually be more interested in a war occurring than not occurring, because merchants make more money during times of war. So they are intrigued by the prospect of what they've heard going on, but you're not able to pick up any sort of party affiliation.
All right, fine. Then I guess I'll catch up to Luna and Barry.
Okay. So Luno and Barry, as you make your way up, you see Vid and Dante make their way inside of Barry, the Bayside Inn, and Vid and Dante, as you make your way in, it is very much just like I described a little bit ago. It is about the rattiest thing that both of you have ever seen. There are broken tables, broken chairs, all of which have been like DIY fixed in probably the worst way humanly possible, or maybe not humanly possible. They're really bad. You're not even sure if the chairs are stable to sit on. They seem stable, but they don't look stable. And the two of you make your way inside just as Barry and Luna, you see them disappear into the Bayside Inn, and you guys also make your way there. And as Zoc, as you make your way around the corner, you do see Luno and Barry make their way inside of a building. I'm assuming you'd follow?
Yep.
Okay. So as you all are entering this kind of one after another, you do see Tav and Natalia. Where would you guys have gone in this facility?
Nat would have followed Tav.
In the inn? We were going to a table to sit down and like talk more.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you do find a larger table. It's got one of the ends seems to have been broken off. It's got a sharp point at one end, all wood. The chairs themselves look to be piecemealed back together after being probably shattered at one point. That sort of stuff. The table itself is actually very dusty. With all the sand here, there's just sand everywhere in this. It's part of what gives it its local charm. So yeah, there's sand and dust everywhere. And as you make your way to the table and kind of sit down, a poof of dust explodes from underneath your butt, just like as you sit down and you see the dust kind of floating in the air. Some of it lands on the table and whatnot. Moments later, you guys see the rest of your party members kind of one by one almost make their way in, and you all see Natalia and Tav sitting at a empty table other than themselves with two steins.
So while we were waiting, Tav was gonna like quietly, discreetly, trying not to be overheard, ask Natalia, what do we need to do to avoid staying in this place overnight?
Using her notebook, since Tav doesn't do sign language, Nat would have responded. First thing she would have responded is, "I have a tent."
Yeah.
Recalling back to when we shared everything back in the crashed airship, she does have a 2-person tent in her gear. So I don't know where the conversation would have progressed past that before everybody else started arriving. So.
I mean, we could say that's when they arrive, because we would have taken some time to talk to the bartender.
Yeah, that's fair.
So in the inn, there's a bartender.
Yep. Small dwarven bartender, and as you guys make your way inside, you can see about 4 inches of the bartender's head that reaches above, starting with his eyes, that reaches above the counter, and very rarely, so often, another beer stein slams onto the counter, and a poof of dust comes up with it, and a little bit of sludge from the mead lands onto the counter itself after the dust rises, and giving alcohol to the 2 imbibing patrons along the counter as well.
So as they come in, I'm gonna say, does Tav even like the mead? Like, is it good?
It's not bad. It's surprisingly good for how poor this place seems.
Once the hair is removed.
Right.
It's
Once
good.
the hair is removed.
It's passable.
Yeah.
Even with that, I think Tav's only drinking like half of it, knowing that he's just being polite. And whenever Vid arrives, I think it's Vid. Yeah. The monk. Tav's gonna give the.
Are you saying this in game or outside game?
I'm waiting for Vid to arrive.
Well, I do love me some alcohol. So why not?
Uh-oh.
Well, before.
Say it again,
no,
Vid.
before I drink.
Yeah.
Hang on. Am I cutting off?
You're fine now. Go ahead.
Before, if I had to attempt to drink anything, I want to ask the bartenders for any rumors that he heard of besides the one from Zark about gonna die. We all know that's gonna happen.
You walk up to the bartender, and what do you actually ask him?
Hey bartender, how are you today?
I got a name, you know. That's how he responds.
I'm sorry, we haven't. Oh, hang on, give me a second. Have you heard any rumors any strange rumors?
Really? You're just gonna let that go, huh? You don't care about my name? Fine. I see. I see how it is. Rumors, let's see.
Oh, God, I'm such a douche.
I heard you were an arsehole.
Wow, I'm getting today. Okay.
Look over and be like, yeah, you're not wrong. So what is your name?
Wow. Hey, I'm about to tell him that. I'm about to say, okay, I'm sorry. May I ask what's your name is?
Hi, my name's Gilliam. Gilliam Strongback.
Hey,
Or, well, it used to be Strongback. He kind of makes a joke at himself. You can see he does kind of have a little bit of a hump on his back. Maybe something happened to him when he was younger, but he definitely a little deformed as far as elves go. He's not full stature, which is part of why he's not above the counter, so to speak.
Not elf.
Yeah. Dwarf. Sorry.
You said elves.
Yeah. Sorry. Dwarf. Stupid dwarves. So yeah, he says his name is Gilliam Strongback.
So Gilliam, have you heard any strange rumors?
Strange rumors, no. I mean, there's always the tale of wars always about to happen between Sinhale and Karth. It's all the bullshit that always seems to happen.
Really?
He just
That's
kind of,
it?
Yeah, he just kind of like giving you this side story of basically the rumors that he's heard is very similar actually to what Zoc had heard. That war, he glibly just passes it by as like war is brewing between Sinhale and Karth, he's heard that armies have been amassing on both sides, and as he does that, one of the patrons just speaks up. Yeah, that feels about right. I was passing through Londa the other day, and they all the troops that were there for both Sinhale and Karth, they were all missing. Yeah, it is a little weird. It is a little weird.
Wait.
He's a little intoxicated, so he's giving more information than he probably would. But yeah, he agrees with Gilliam that it sounds like war is brewing, is what it sounds like.
So Gilliam, another second question. I know this question will be strange enough, but do you know anything about this organization called the Scorpion Fang?
Oh, that's not it. No, can't say I have. I mean, it sounds like something that'd be in the desert, but no, I can't say I have.
Okay, third question now. Gilliam, may I ask? So you're Gilliam Strongback. Is a Strongback your last name, or is it a nickname that's been given to you? I'm not being rude.
Yeah, he's a dwarf though, and he is definitely gonna take that not the way you intend.
Yeah.
Strongback is my name. It was not given to me. And I don't really like the way this conversation's going.
Okay.
You can just take your arse and go find your own friends.
Oh, okay, Gilliam. I'm sorry to ask that question. I'm just curious.
Pulls out the gag. Oh yeah, it's all right. I get asked that all the time. Sure. But he seems very offended that you would ask that question.
Oh my god.
Everyone that's up near Vid, is anyone close to Vid?
I would have stayed at the door.
Nat's definitely not.
Yeah, definitely not Nat and Tav. Zoc, so Zoc, Luno, Dante, and Barry. Are any of you up next to Vid, or have you like moved over to the table?
I'd probably be around him.
Okay. Dante?
I'll move to the table.
Move to the table? Okay.
I was gonna try and say that, like, relay this to the others. Don't eat the seafood, right?
Okay.
And then I wanted to make my way back out to town to go find some wares.
Oh, okay. So you're not gonna be part of this anyway. Okay, that works. That works. Barry, where would you go? Are you by Vid, or are you going over to Tav and Talia and Zoc?
I'm just gonna probably send I'm gonna go to a table, but probably not the one near Tav. I'm just gonna probably be in between the two people, I think.
Okay. You go over to one of the tables that has like a really shoddy looking chair, and you go to sit down, and I need you to make me a dex saving throw.
You know, I forgot to ask him, hey, if the water is poisonous or not.
I don't know if that works.
You did forget to ask that. Barry, as you go to sit down on this shoddy looking chair, it gives out from underneath you, being a much bigger creature, and you feel it give way just in time to kind of catch yourself from falling flat on your ass. it almost like crumbles down underneath you, and you are able to stand up, and you hear the dwarf, "Oh, sorry about that. I'll see if I can find you another chair. Give me about 30
Nat
minutes."
almost chokes on her drink.
He tells
Nat
you to
almost
give him,
chokes on
give
her
him
drink when she sees that.
yeah, he says to give him about 30 minutes to find you another chair. Keep that in mind. So as all that's happening, Vid, as you kind of like turn around to, maybe go back to your companions or something else, Luno and actually it was just Luno, right? That's up there next to you.
I believe so.
Yeah. Luno, make me a perception check.
Slips into midstream. Hold on. Page. Here we go. Perception. And here we go. Hey!
You notice that one of the patrons, specifically the one that was giving out the free rumor information, does not appear to be nearly as drunk as he seemed to be playing at. And as Vid turns to face you, for whatever reason, you see him all of a sudden move, and he pulls out a dagger.
I want to grab a hold of Vid. Is he moving towards
He's
Vid?
moving towards Vid.
I want to grab Vid and shove him out of the way and try. And I know this probably be a couple checks, but shove him out of the way and like do like a Spartan kick.
I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. We'll do it like that. So first, make me an athletics check. Oh yeah, Nat, you would. Actually, Nat, you roll me. I'd like for you. I think you would, but I'd like for you to roll for this as well. Like as well.
Okay.
I want to see if you see something else.
Okay.
Athletics is not my strongest. Oh, good.
All right, so you're able to pull Vid out of the way as the dagger comes out. What was you wanted to? What was the second thing you wanted to do?
Like this is Sparta. Spartan kick him. Like try to put my foot up at least. I may not be able to do much to him, but I'm trying to like.
Okay, make me
push him back with my foot.
Push him back.
I'm actually just going to use your athletics check. I was thinking you were doing something else for some reason. That actually succeeds. So Nat, you would see this happen. First, Vid turns around, and all of a sudden, this person that has been drinking, immediately you recognize he's not drunk. He's very much sober, and he begins moving towards Vid with a dagger drawn. And as you see that, Luno pulls Vid out of the way and just Spartan kicks this guy right in the chest, and he is knocked back against one of the bar stools that breaks under the weight, and he falls straight to the floor. And one of the legs goes straight through the back of his chest.
Well, damn.
Oh. Well, that escalated quickly.
Natural 20 kill.
Right.
So he's dead.
Okay.
So he is dead.
Not yet.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
he's
he's
dead,
basically
okay.
dead. He's coughing and sputtering blood, still holding on to the dagger.
Nat is like halfway to him when she realizes, oh shit, he just got impaled.
Okay, so
she's like already halfway through him with her shield drawn, like ready to tackle him, and like, oh, that's not necessary anymore.
Yeah, everyone in the bar now has seen this happen. Luna, I will give you an attempt first to do anything. If you see that, then Vid, then Nat, and then we'll go to everyone else.
All right. I'm gonna go down to him and see if I can like. Who this is cliche, but who sent you?
He is just choking on blood.
All right.
Uh,
That's all I would do. Just be like, if anyone tries else to come up to me, it's like, what was this about? Who is it? Just like I'm freaking out. Like, what is this about?
Sentence to
God!
him.
yeah, you don't get any relevant information out of him. He's on his dying breath, essentially, just coughing blood, that sort of deal. Vid, would you do anything after being pulled out of the way and saved? You would have turned around just in time to see this guy fall on a stool and have one of the stool legs go straight through this guy's chest. He's still clutching a dagger.
Oh, and also witnessed that she kicked him, and he's just almost near to death. I'll be like, oh fuck. And then you look after Uno came and try and say who. I want to come up. I want to go up, and I know, and like you said, he's in his dying breath. But I want to investigate his body to check if he has like any contracts, any letters, or useful items he doesn't need anymore.
I mean, I'm currently on top of his body.
Yeah. So you're not gonna be able to check his body. However, you do notice. You do notice a interesting mark on his dagger, bearing a mark that you have seen before.
I want what?
I
don't want to pick up a dagger yet.
No, I don't know if you want to pick it up. It is inlaid with the symbol of the scorpion fang.
What? See, okay, I seen the symbol. It's like, what the fuck? And then when I see this, I grab his face, saying, "What? No, I see this. Turn to Luna like, this fucker's a scorpion fang." So yeah, and that. So yeah, and
I'm gonna ask. Do you point out the dagger, like the symbol on the dagger, to Luno?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Luno, you see that as well.
I try to get everyone else's attention and be like, guys, something, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, this group that this Vid keeps talking about, they're here. Someone's here. I don't know what's going on. I see Nat be like, Nat, come here, help!
Yeah. Nat, you make your way up just as Luno's like waving you over to get over here faster. And you do all see, and I'm gonna get an image here, and hopefully I will. Yeah, good enough. I'm gonna gank this image real quick.
Scorpion King dagger.
You see it, kind of. You see on this a small engraved symbol on the dagger that looks like that.
Oh wow!
Oof. Okay.
It's engraved, so it's opposite of embossed, so it's inscripted into the dagger itself as like a design. But it's definitely in the dagger, and as you're looking at the dagger, you absolutely see that. Everyone who looks at the dagger, and yeah, you come over just as Luna's showing you that, and you see the dagger with that symbol on it.
She's not even paying attention to the dagger first. She's paying attention to the guy himself. She can tell, like, there's no saving this guy, right?
No, there's.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be real tough to save this guy. You could certainly try. You've seen enough battle wounds in your day to know that this guy is probably gonna die.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Basically.
No, yeah. I don't think you want me to get a natural 20. That's not what she's considering right now.
Yeah. Yes, I certainly do.
In the meantime, I'm saying this in game. Like in game, I said, if there's one scorpion thing, that means there are many. He's not alone. And that's it. Because I'm very concerned about there's more Scorpion Fang member out here.
Are Luno and Vid still basically on top of this guy?
Yeah, basically. And I'm gonna ask Tav and Zoc. You guys have been kind of quiet in all of this. Tav, would you have moved over, or are you still sitting sipping your beverage?
Yeah, not sitting for sure. More like standing, but helpless, like flittering around, trying to find something to do without committing to doing anything.
Okay. And Zoc?
Can I have one more whiskey?
Love it.
All right. So,
Wow.
so during this time, the bartender has been a little bit set back by the shattering of the chair, and then moments later, another shattering of another chair. And he's just like, "Great, yeah, it's definitely my lucky day, isn't it? Shit." And he, well, don't just let him bleed all over the place. Pick him up, move him, get him outside. And like getting you guys to try to move this guy that's been basically impaled by the chair. And Zoc, you say that you want another whiskey, and said, "All right, well, as soon as they get this bleeding asshole off the ground, I will get you another drink, sir."
All right. All right, let's get him out. Let's get him out.
With some direction from the barkeeper, Nat will forego what she was considering and do what she can to try and get this guy moved.
He's pretty easily to be moved. So it is a human male, roughly about 45-ish. He's a little on the older side, and he does have a scar on his lower jaw on the left side, and short black hair. And he is dressed in desert attire for sure. Luna, this might be your lucky day.
Or not so lucky.
Or not so lucky.
Got holes in it and covered in blood.
Yeah, he's an assassin. It's fine. It's fine. And yeah, he as you guys go to move him, he just kind of like sputters his last breath and just and just dies right there. You guys can easily move him.
Okay.
He's only about 100 pounds. All of you guys working together, he's easily moved.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Who has the dagger? Because I would like to have a hold of it if I can.
I was assuming either you or Vid.
I think
Yeah.
Vid.
I was
think Vid had
actually
it.
planning. Yeah.
So if Vid has it, I will ask to have a hold of it. Like, I'm gonna keep a hold of this.
I have a. Actually, I want to know the damage of that dagger. If it's better than my dagger, or it's
You're
the
a
same.
monk, though.
Yeah, it looks like a normal dagger.
When Nat sees the two of them talking about the dagger, she's just gonna like shake this guy out.
I mean, I figured this would be moments of like grab a hold of it and then get the body out.
So I'm gonna have Nat go ahead and roll me a strength check first before Luno and Vid try to help you.
Strength or athletics?
Either one is fine. Whatever you want. I just want to know if you basically just roll above a 15 by yourself and move it out.
Oh yeah, 16 on the dice.
There you go. Yeah, then more than enough. So the two of them are kind of looking at each other. Oh yeah, with a dirty 20. Yeah, as the two of them are kind of looking over this dagger, you just kind of like grab this guy by the legs and just walk him out. Just dragging this corpse behind you with a pool of blood on the floor and a long string of blood streaming across the floor as you drag him.
I mean, there's not really an easy way to pick him up and carry him. So.
Right.
Yeah, but the question is, where the hell are we gonna put him?
Well,
just
outside for the moment.
You take him outside, and let's get to Dante, who is moved outside and is shopping. I'm gonna let you guys give you guys a moment to figure out what you want to do in this. Dante, you've been outside looking around. What are you looking for?
Magic.
You're looking for magic.
Anything that resembles magic.
So there's not a whole lot of magic-looking things. There's a few small trinkets, odds and ends that are like magic tricks sort of deal. And sorry guys, I'm kind of rolling really low tonight. for this stuff. I was actually expecting out of 3 rolls to roll above 50 for one of them.
Right.
So yeah, so you do find a few like odds and ends, knickknacks. There's a few basic spell scrolls that are being sold, but there's spells that you already know. You already know how to cast, and you're looking over them like, yeah, this is all right. Yeah. Okay, yep. No, I got that. Okay. As you're like going through this stuff, there's a small little gem. You do find someone is selling a one-sided. I say one-sided because it doesn't have the pair with it. They're calling it a sending stone, but there's only one of them. They're selling that for 25 gold. If you so
Sad,
chose
I
to
am
buy
broke.
it. Yeah. Well,
What does it do?
so
Do I know?
so out of game, a sending stone allows you to send up to 25-word message to whoever has the other end of the sending stone. Once per day, you can send a message.
Walkie-talkie.
Right. It's basically a long-range walkie-talkie that you can use only once a day, and it has a 25-word limit. So they're selling that for 25 gold. Only one of them, not the pair. The other one, they don't know where it's at. So whoever you use it for, who knows?
Cool. That's the only thing.
That's the only
they
thing that
have
you
there?
really find that is at least somewhat notable. Just like Luno, as you're walking around, just like there's a whole bunch of stuff there, but none of it's really useful. Outside
Oh,
of,
yeah.
I will say, because everyone's kind of looking around, no one actually mentioned food or water, but there are stands with food and water that are not from this place. To be perfectly clear.
Nice.
So there are stands with rations and water. Just no one specified that they were looking for food and water. So I figured since the last person's looking, yes, there are stands that have food and water. And as you make your way around, you do see that there is a bit of price gouging going on here for this food and water, and there is a bit of a line for it as well.
Oh, I can make some money.
Yeah, you might actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately, unless you decide you want to buy the that one sending stone, you don't really find a whole lot out here.
Oh well. I guess I'll try my luck somewhere else then. I'll save my money.
Okay. Would you end up heading back into the inn
Yeah,
eventually?
pretty much.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to catch up on what you were doing since you went out around town. And again, sorry for those rolls. That's really unfortunate. I was like, third
It's
time's a
better
charm.
than a one.
I'm gonna roll a 100 now.
Right.
So those of you inside the tavern, Natalia has just pulled the body outside. Natalia, where would you leave it? Just like outside the tavern by the door?
Yeah, she'd bring it outside by the door and like immediately start looking around for one of the lizard folk guard type people and try to wave to get their attention.
Yeah, you
to
definitely
explain what's been going on.
definitely get one of their attention. Actually, you like wave one down, and I'm just gonna circle it here, just so this guy over here, as you're waving him down, and he walks over, long shield and scimitar in hand, and he just kind of walks over and kind of gives you this weird look. Just says to you, "What's happened?"
First things first, because of Nat's mercenary background, does she know anything about any particular mercenary companies that are primarily lizard folk?
No. In fact, you've never heard of any mercenary folk or mercenary groups that are lizard folk. This is an absolute first for you. And as he gets closer, you don't recognize that he has any sort of emblem whatsoever on him. You're not entirely sure that he's a mercenary.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to be sure.
Yep.
Now the hard part. She starts trying to sign at him. The first thing she asks is stand sign language.
All right, here's the moment of truth. Fourth time's the charm. No, he does not.
Ooh.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I'm not like fighting tonight, because damn, I would be rolling so shitty.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Right. Yeah, I am. All right. So no, he does not understand sign language.
So she would recognize the confused look on his face, shrug and sigh, and kind of like look back in the door and wave to get somebody's attention inside. Hopefully, like Tav or Zoc or maybe Luno, someone that can kind of explain what just happened.
As you're waving, everyone who Tav, would you have made your way over? And Zoc, I know you're not. You're just over there chilling, having your drinks.
Yep.
Tav,
I mean, I was over there when they were still inside the tavern, but I didn't help carry the body out. No.
oh, okay, you actually made your way over to the three of them with the dead body. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the three of you then see Natalia waving out the door, and you see one of the lizard folk guards. It looks like he's questioning her, and she's like, waving you guys over. And as you're waving over, he seems a little more agitated this time and asks you once again, "What happened?"
This man tried to attack our feline companion here.
You say as you exit the door.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought, okay, never mind.
That's why. So this is happening while you guys are inside, unless someone's walking outside. Natalia's waving you over.
Yeah, that's why. Wasn't he going outside?
That's
I
what
thought
I'm
I was. Yeah, I was going helping the body move the body and everything. So I'm out there with him, or getting out that direction. If I would have heard him ask what's going on, I would say, try to attack our feline companion here.
Oh, well, just move it off the street. Get it over by the water or something.
Couldn't mess the water up anymore, and we'll try to work our way that way.
He gives you like this like side grin, full of nasty sharp teeth. He gives you the side grin and just kind of chuckles. Well, you're right about that.
Nat raises an eyebrow
Yeah.
at the casual dismissal of poisonous water, and they just want to go dump a body next to it. Okay.
This doesn't really bother Luno too much.
So you take it around back behind this place, you guys?
So I get
That'd probably be good. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
All right. Yeah, you make your way over. Do you put it in the water?
No.
I don't think in the water. No.
No.
Okay.
At the shoreline.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure you guys weren't like getting in the water. Just checking. It does seem like maybe he wasn't making shit up completely earlier. Okay, yeah, you guys managed to move the body back behind on the shoreline. Come back and you see the guard, what you assume is a guard, still kind of standing by. He's kind of like looking in, and he just kind of like yells in, "Hey, Gilliam, you're good in there, right?" And Gilliam, you just hear like this grunt. Yeah, fine. All right then, and he like starts walking away. Yeah, you guys are able to go back into the bar and tavern and do what you want to do. Dante, by this time, Dante comes over, and Dante, you would see, Natalia and Luno just coming back from behind the tavern, and Natalia has a little bit of blood on her. Luno does not, but Natalia, you got a little bit. It's a bloody body.
Sure.
Luno knows how to dispose of body.
Yeah. So you see the two of them walk back to the bar, walk back into the tavern. Do you guys actually walk in? I guess I'm putting words in your mouth. Sorry.
Yeah, that's where the rest of the group is right now. Yeah.
Yeah, probably to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Dante, would you
Oh,
head inside
wait.
too?
Sorry.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
before that, now that we're got it going, I would like to investigate his body and see if there's anything in there that we can find. Like,
Ah.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I was planning to do that.
Roll me an
Anything
investigation
on
check.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, now that
So
we've
there
got
might be
it,
some blood on Luno too.
yeah,
Yeah,
there
there-
might be some on me
Yep.
now.
Oh, there's definitely blood on you if you're searching his body. Yeah. So Luno's actually covered in blood because he doesn't have any way to wash it
Whoa.
off.
Delicious.
And unfortunately, Luno, you don't find anything on the body. There is. He seems to have just been holding that dagger. Actually, I take that back. There was one thing on him, and it was on his finger. And it is a single gold ring.
All right. I will definitely take that off of him and bring it with me. Can I look on the inside, see if anything like an inscription or anything?
There is a small inscription. What language do you speak?
Common for sure. Is that under feature? Languages, okay. Common and undercommon.
There is an inscription on it, but you cannot read it.
Okay. Well, I'm bringing it. I'm going to show it to everyone once we get in there.
If it's not Dwarvish, Nat has no idea. If it's not common or Dwarvish, Nat can't read it.
Yeah. All right. So you show everyone.
Yes.
All right.
Show
Wait,
it to
what's
Vid
going on?
first and see if they recognizes what's going on.
Are they still in the back? I'm confused.
So they had just come back from around the back. Luno seems to be holding a small something in his hand. He's covered in blood. Natalia has just a little bit of blood on her as they make their way back into the inn without seeing you. Holding this.
Okay.
Luno is holding this ring and holds it up to everyone to see. Dante, I'm assuming you enter as well.
Yes.
What language is it in?
Well, so give me one
We
second.
don't know yet.
Yeah, you don't know yet. Does anyone speak Abyssal?
No.
No.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Nope.
If no one speaks Abyssal, then or Infernal in any way, shape, or form. Actually, Zoc, your familiar would be able to read it if your familiar looks at it.
But Imps can read?
Oh, that's a fair point.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're fiends. They're intelligent.
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, my fiends speak Infernal.
Yep.
But not yet.
Okay, that's fine. So no one actually reads it. No one can actually
can't
understand
read
that
it, right?
that script. The script is in Infernal. That is engraved on the ring. So unless you speak or read Infernal, you cannot read this language.
Okay.
So Luno kind of shows it to everyone. You kind of all look at it like, wow, that's a weird language. Don't know what the hell that is. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I was wondering if that ring is enchanted of any kind, because
We
I
wouldn't-
feel like
We
it
wouldn't
might be
know.
enchanted. The ring.
We wouldn't know unless someone does
Yeah. Unless
oh,
someone's.
what's the word?
Yeah. Are you,
Identify.
Can
well.
detect magic or identify or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
I can use it. I mean,
What about
should I?
True Strike? I'm using True Strike every second I get.
Nice. No, True Strike's not gonna help you out in this case. Dante. So did you guys offer that in game? Like, well, I don't know if it's enchanted. No one here can identify it. Would you have said that in game?
Yeah, I was at that game.
It asked about it, yeah.
Okay.
It did asked about it in game.
So I don't know if you guys heard. Dante actually did reply that he can identify it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
able to.
I heard that.
Okay.
The utility wizard.
But Nat doesn't have the ring, so she's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hand it over to Dante if he's willing to check out and see if there's anything special about it.
Sure, I'll take a look at it. And I'll just hold out my hand and cast Detect Magic, I guess.
Oh yeah. You definitely. There's definitely magic on this.
Oh boy.
Give me 1 second.
Do I fumble?
do it.
Do I stutter? Do I make a sandwich? What do I do? What
So
is my
you
reaction?
you cast Detect Magic, which means you know the type of magic and
School of Magic. Yeah.
school of magic and like the direction of magic things within the 30-foot radius, so on and so forth.
Yep.
This ring is in fact magical. You are fairly certain that it would require attunement, and I am going to make up something for this. I'm going to say that it's actually necrotic for this.
That
Necrotic?
sounds about right.
Yeah,
Necrotic.
necrotic.
That's so necromancy.
Yeah.
School of Magic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes and no. I'm gonna be clear on what I'm saying. Necrotic is the type of magic. The school of magic is I can't define it because it's just
Okay.
not defined in D&D. To be more specific.
Necromancy,
Okay.
no?
So I'm not
Yeah.
going to define it, but it definitely has something to do with death, death and dying and stuff like that.
Cool.
Good to know.
I knew it in my gut. This ring has to be enchanted.
Does Dante relay any of that?
Am I surprised? Do I know? I don't know. I'm just kind of like,
Well,
what do I do with this?
Well,
Your
yeah.
reaction.
You cast Detect Magic, and the ring, as you cast Detect Magic, this ring glows like a dark black green, kind of shrouded and wrapped in like a dark black green mist. And you're absolutely certain that this is some sort of magical item. You're sure that it has something to do with death, but you're not sure exactly what it does or anything like that because you didn't identify it. But you're certain that it's a magical ring for sure.
Well,
There's definitely magic on this.
Nat kind of perks up a little bit when he says that. And she signs, again, not processing yet. What kind?
Necromancy.
question mark?
Yeah, question mark. Yeah, we'll just say it's necromancy, just for simplicity's sake, since you're asking. School of Necromancy, sure. Yeah, that is what it is now.
Okay.
Forever and into the future, DnDBeyond, I am now classifying this as necromancy.
I mean, whether or not it would actually be necromancy, he could really consider it that.
Right.
Being it's death related.
Right. So
nothing else happens. Like,
do you put it on, or do you do anything with it?
Do I keep it?
I mean, if you want to try it on, I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot.
All right. Here you go.
Okay, and then I will. All right, guys, wish me luck. And
Are you sure you want to put that on?
Hey, if
wish
you're
me
doing
luck.
something in here that's got to do with magic, you can take your arse right back outside.
Oh no, really?
You love these innkeepers, don't you?
No, it's
Is this
mainly
another-
because, to be clear, it is not because it's magic per se. It's because shit just happened in his bar, and he doesn't want more shit to happen in his bar.
Fair enough.
Gotcha.
That-
Okay.
That's true. That's fair.
Well,
About to say, is this the long lost cousin of Fandelver's innkeeper?
Yeah.
Mr. Stonehill's long lost cousin. Yeah.
strong back.
Strong back Stonehill. Yeah. No, yeah. So he's like, yeah, don't do any magic shit in here. He doesn't want any more trouble in his bar. That's really what it comes down to.
Okay. Well, we can hold on to this and do what do we want to do? Like right now, we've got assassins in our midst that are really interested in our buddy over here. I have a feeling it's because he keeps loudly talking about them. That might be why.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, Dante's curious. He forgets. Sorry.
Why are you
Yeah,
covered in blood?
Were you not in here? Was it Dante that left, or was it Barry that left?
Dante
Yeah, it
left.
was me. Yeah.
Okay. Someone just tried to kill Vid, and I looking over there with like a strong man pose, and I took care of
Okay.
him. Yeah. So, but yeah, like what are we doing? Like, I know this is the pressing matter because it just happened, but what are we? What's our next step? What's our plan? What are we doing?
Oh, where's the body?
Tab wants to sleep.
Okay. I'll tell Dante. He's outside around the back. You won't miss him.
I'll just give him a concerning look like, what? What the fuck?
Follow the trail of red.
No, I understood, but it's just like, what the fuck? Why is he in the back? That's just what has the expression on his face. That's what I'm trying to
That's
get at.
where the innkeeper told us to put him. As strangely.
Not the innkeeper, it was the
Oh.
lizard folk that told us to put him there.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's
The-
where
the
we were
innkeeper-
told to
the-
put him.
Mr. Strongback just told us to get him outside.
Fair enough, I guess.
This.
Alright.
I'll suggest that we should try the ring on the dead guy. Necromancy, you know?
Well, that's where we got the ring off. I got the ring off of him, so I'm
And
assuming
it's
whatever it
on
would have done.
his hand.
It was on his hand. He was wearing
It's
it.
on him.
No, right. But my character doesn't know, right? So
Yeah.
I was suggesting we should go to the dead body and try and poke him with it, see if it does anything.
I
Wait,
would let you know. It's like, well, I found it on his finger. I'm assuming anything would have taken effect before I pulled it off. So we can go investigate. I may have not have done a very good job.
can I go with you?
What do you mean? This is pretty clean.
There
Are you
might be
sure
more
you-
to him.
Are you sure you're just from a thieves guild? I mean, I haven't seen
Hang on.
a kill so clean for some time.
Yeah, that kill was clean. That was definitely clean.
I mean, that
I'm
was
just chilling here, dude.
happenstance, guys.
No,
that was
because,
happenstance.
No, I before I want
Vid
to talk to
and
Dante.
Vid and Zoc, I would like for both of you to roll me insight checks.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything?
No. I want to see. I
Okay.
want to see if they pick up on anything.
Ooh.
Roll, look,
Oof.
look.
Oof.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to be quite forthright about being in a thieves guild. You
Well,
kind of see.
to be fair, I never said I was in a thief's
Right,
guild.
exactly. He's being very, very vague on the way that he is answering your questions, and you kind of get the feeling like he's beating around the bush of something.
Oh, Luno, this is out of character. I think you said you're from a thieves guild in Karth.
No, there was a time whenever someone asked me if
It was
if
Vid.
Vid asked me if there was anything like the Thieves Guild would know anything about it, and I said I don't know if the Thieves Guild would know anything. So I worded
No.
it so that it sounded as if maybe I was, but I didn't.
Oh,
confirm it.
okay.
He's been pretty
Gotcha.
quick with those words when it comes
Yeah.
to that.
And it wasn't picked up on. I'm pretty sure someone rolled last time too.
Yep. But this time it is.
I think it was Zoc.
This time both Vid and Zoc, you guys get the indication that you pick up on the way that he's wording things this time, where he's not wording it as if he's part of a guild, but he's wording it in such a way that it could come across like he's part of a guild. He doesn't seem to be being quite forthright with you guys.
That's okay. We
Is
can
that
all
something
have our own
Could possibly
secrets.
pick up on.
Sorry, say that again, Natalia?
I was asking if that was something Nat could possibly pick up on.
Uh,
She'd probably have a harder time with it since she can't
I
actually
would say
hear him.
I would say probably not. This is and mainly I was having them check because they were both like, yeah, I don't know if I believe that sort of deal. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Okay.
it's mainly because of that. So yeah, you guys aren't
Okay.
really certain that he's telling the truth. Natalia, you kind of like, because you can't actually hear what he's saying, you can't hear like the inflection of his words and that sort of stuff.
Right.
It's much
Mhm.
harder to pick up on what he's saying and doing.
Yep.
Is Tavalier making any kind of reaction with with my comments?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, if
All
you're
right.
keeping it a secret, Tav's gonna keep it a secret for you.
Fair enough. But yeah,
Might be
but yeah,
avoiding
no.
eye contact.
Yeah.
I forget. We do know each other's names, right?
Yeah, you guys know each other.
We do now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there might have been something I missed on the body. If we want to check it over again, I just did a quick glance on them. But for all I know is that I believe these are the guys that Vid's been looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Are these jumps of the one that killed the entire clan of yours? The guy that Luno killed in one hit? Killed your entire clans. Just to clarify.
No, there are more of them.
How many?
Vid, you don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago, and you were
Yeah.
very young, or you were much younger. But yeah, you don't remember. You remember there was a bunch, and they came all at once, and it was like a whirlwind of blood and gore, and then it was over.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's definitely part of the Scorpion thing, but I do not remember if they're the ones who killed my entire clan, killed all my people I loved. All I care about is to stop the Scorpion thing once and for all. I don't care how many.
Oh, good luck.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I want to go ask of Dante to see if he can use his magic to see if the dagger is also enchanted for any kind.
So it is not. I can already tell you that there is no magic when he cast
Oh.
detect magic on the dagger.
Oh, okay.
You can ask him that, but Dante, there was no magic coming from that dagger whatsoever.
Okay. Very good.
Who's holding the
Yeah.
dagger still?
Yeah, I'm still holding the dagger.
Okay.
Wait, do you ask that?
Yeah, I asked
Okay.
that.
No, there's nothing there.
Hmm. And I want to, yeah, and since Luna and Dante is going to again, I want to go with them to also check the body.
Okay. I'm gonna save you guys some time. You guys check over this body. You go back outside and check over the body, and there there actually does not seem to be anything of note on this body. He's wearing desert shroud stuff. There's a small holder for the dagger, which he had pulled out, that was hidden within his vestment, his clothing. But other than that, there's nothing on him. There's not even
Can I take-
there's not even any.
I lagged out.
Oh,
Can I take the holder for the dagger?
I mean, you can. It's just like a leather belt that he was wearing inside of his clothes.
Yeah, I want to take that.
Okay, you add
What's
a leather
going
belt
on?
to your inventory. Who all left?
I did.
Did everyone
Yeah,
leave, or is
Well,
it?
no.
No.
I did not.
Okay.
Nat's still inside.
Okay, those of you inside, as everyone else leaves and goes to check the body, everyone inside, the bartender kind of like peeks his head over the counter again and kind of looks at all of you, just says, "Well, as you might be aware, there's another room opening. I do in fact have, and he starts counting all the heads, and then like you can kind of see him like thinking in his head like the other three. I do in fact have 7 rooms that are available now. One just opened up," and he gives a bit of a chuckle.
Wait, so the assassin's possessions are still in his room?
Well, the
Tab
assassin
back.
had a room.
Nat
Can I toss him
kind
a
of looks
coin?
at Tav when Tav makes that comment.
Yeah.
I think I'll ask him, can I have that room then?
Very nice.
I wanted to do something like that too. Fuck.
You can have that room. You can have that
kidding me?
room. It'll cost you double though.
Can I fling a coin at him? Like,
I think
not
it's worth
menacingly, but just like coin flip him? You know?
What
Okay.
kind of coin?
The gold coin. The
Oh,
gold
you're flipping
piece.
him a gold coin? Okay, so
Hell yeah.
it was one
Bribe 'em.
silver. I believe it was 1 silver piece a night per person. So you're flipping him a gold
That's
coin.
what you said, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to pay for everybody.
He just for everybody.
Yeah.
So 7. So yeah, that's a little extra. He just you kind of hear him chuckle. Yeah, maybe it is my lucky day.
Give him a wink. Hold it for me.
I'll do that. Now, if you don't mind, I gotta go get a couple Falcon chairs, cause y'all keep breaking them.
Oh,
It's
wait.
not my fault this week.
And he gives Barry a bit of a dirty glare, and you see him disappear under the counter, and you kind of hear stairs. Maybe as he's walking away, he's a bit of a heavier fellow. It seems everything is underground from where he's at.
Cool.
Okay.
Those of you outside, yeah, you do check the body. And again, as you're looking over this body, you all do kind of get a bit of blood on you. Looking things over, if you're touching the body, there's blood everywhere, man. It's a massacre. But there.
So
isn't
there's a
really
chair through
anything
this
for
man.
him. Yeah, there was a chair. There's actually still a leg chair through his chest. A
I
leg
do
chair?
good work.
Yes, chair of a leg through his chest. Compliments of Luno.
I do good work.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, so he,
Sizes him up.
yeah, so there's nothing on the body. Do you guys end up going back inside?
Before
Yeah.
I do, I would like to put the ring on.
On
Yes.
yourself or on
Oh
him?
yeah.
On myself.
Okay. You put the ring on yourself and you don't feel any different.
Okay. Well, go keep it there for a period of time. We're just going to keep it there.
Can I ask him to try? Well, can I try?
Sure. I'll hand it over, and feel free. I would like to keep a hold of it. I might have an idea for later. Hands it to him.
To
Can I
Dante.
do any like wiggly finger magic thing? See if it activates?
You know
Wiggly
what?
finger
I'm gonna
magic.
do this retroactively because I, for some reason, was thinking, Luno, you're actually a magic caster, aren't you?
Correct. I'm a sorcerer.
Sorry, you're in my other campaign as a something else.
Wizard.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna have both of you roll me an Arcana check as both of you put this on.
Very good.
So this Luno, this may be retroactive and this may change some things, but we're just gonna assume that you give it to Dante anyway. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'll say he's not built so much magically, so this might not be. Yeah, no.
Well, that feels right. So you don't feel anything as you put this on, Luno. Dante does maybe.
Damn, I'm sad.
Dante also does not feel anything as he puts it on. There's a light tingle on your finger, but nothing else.
Does it hurt?
Nope. It's just like almost as if the place around your finger had gone to sleep and is coming back awake, just where the ring is. Like it's really light tingle, not like the needle pricks, but like a light tingle.
Yeah, that. Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, you can take this. Fuck that.
All right. Then I will put it back on and wear it as my trophy for McKill at the very least.
Okay.
Some bad juju right there.
So, but yeah,
out of character. Clearly, the guy was wearing it, so it can't be that dangerous.
That's true. That's true.
But as we go back in, I would just be like, "All right, what time is it?"
That's a good question. So you guys have spent the good part of the morning going around town, searching at shops, so on and so forth. You're all feeling pretty tired because it's about 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and you guys have been up for almost 24 hours.
All right.
I've almost been up for 24 hours. What a coinkydink.
Right. So yeah, you guys are all feeling pretty tired right now.
So what's the plan? Are we gonna get some rest and then meet back up and figure out what our next step is? We need to figure out, like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't feel I have enough money to do, like, we need a little bit of something. So.
Oh right, I'm minus 1 gold piece.
How much was the room?
One silver
the
each.
room has already been paid for by Dante,
Okay, cool.
I believe, throwing a gold coin at him for the rooms.
Yep.
So you guys have already paid for the room. So yeah. Does anyone ask where these rooms are? By chance?
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure if I could ask. Am I there, like inside? And I could ask,
if you guys would have gone, if you guys would have gone back inside after trying on the ring, then yeah, you guys would have been inside.
Mm-hmm.
I know I would have gone back in because I'm trying to figure out what we're doing.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm also gonna get back in as well.
I just want to go pass out already. You're right.
Okay. So yeah, if you guys are, I mean, no one still has asked him where these rooms are. Is anyone actually asking him?
I probably will, because like I want to know where my one is.
Okay. Yeah. Barry is your like you want the room with the guy in it that had the guy in it. He's like he says, well, all the rooms that I had are on the if you go back outside and go up the ladder, all the rooms are up there on the second floor. They are you might say common room. And he just seems almost a little ashamed that they're not separate rooms. It's all one big room. However,
it's a hostel.
Yeah,
okay.
basically. However, and he looks basically at the big bugbear. However, for you, sir, your room is back here in the back. It's a much nicer room. It's probably the best room in the house, which is why it was doubled. If you go back here, just walk about 10 steps there to your right, and you'll see the room right there. If you go back that way, you kind of have to swing your head a little low. This place is built for shorter people. It's not necessarily built for 8-foot tall beings. So you kind of have to
Am
like
I-
swing your head underneath some of these doorways.
Can I get in front of Barry? I just really want some good sleep.
Well, Barry's going in the
Tired,
opposite
man.
direction of everyone else. If you guys are going to your rooms,
I want to go
wanna
into that
go-
room too.
I want to go
Tab,
to.
sorry, I can hear Tab in the other room. You're muted if you're talking,
Alright.
Tab. Sorry, go ahead, Vid.
I want to go to the room where the assassin was the assassin.
Yeah, do you say that out loud?
No, but no, I actually want to say like, okay, I'm gonna say this in game. Yeah, I want to take the room where the assassin was in.
Oh, I'm sorry, lad. That room's already been taken by your big friend over here. And he points over at Barry, who's about halfway out of the main hall of this room, followed quickly by Dante.
No, it hasn't.
Sprints.
I will take my bonus action to dash now.
Oh my god! Both of you, roll me a acrobatics check, or
Can I just misty step myself in front of him so that I don't take any
Oh.
stupid shit?
absolutely you can.
Hell yeah.
You absolutely can. So Barry, you start to take off as Dante's like, "No, I got this," and you see Dante like trail behind you real quick as you look behind, and all of a sudden he disappears, and you look back in front of you, and he's in the room already. And this is a nice room. It is definitely the best room in the entire facility that you've seen. The bed is well made. It is a large enough bed even for Barry. And there are nice curtains on covering the thatched window walls. It is still very much aerated. There's no like AC or anything like that. It's not a closed window. It is open thatched window, covered by a breezy blowing green curtain. It's very much got a reminiscent feel of a high-end place and a very low-end place. It's a very nice room. You can see a sort of wardrobe on the right side of the wall as you enter, and yeah, everything seems very well kept, very well made as you enter this room, Dante and Barry. Vid, the two of them disappear into that room. Go into that room. Would you?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna follow. I'm definitely gonna go to that room to investigate.
Perfect. Everyone else, you guys make your way outside? Question mark to go to your rooms.
No.
Yep.
Tab is gonna ask if there's a place to shower.
I
Yep.
doubt it, seeing that there's like no
Well,
water here.
Normally, I'd say yes, but with the recent events of the lake, no, not really. There's no real good place to shower here right now.
Are you gonna say the same thing if I ask where I can launder my clothes?
Well, normally I'd say yes, but yeah, he basically says the same thing. There's no real place for running water right now. As these travelers have been coming in, they've been sending word out to bring food and water. So actually, the people who are coming in are actually starting to bring food and water in from outside of this place, so these people can survive and continue.
Alright. Tav is gonna say, I need more sleep before I can deal with this, but once I'm rested, I need to know what's going on with the water situation and how long this has been happening with your lake. So, good night for now.
Okay.
At,
Yeah.
Like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right. It's like 1 p.m.
It's 1 p.m.
Yeah, it's later in the afternoon.
Okay.
I can imagine a desert town doesn't do a whole lot of business in the afternoon.
Yeah,
That's
this is
very
pretty much
fair.
the
That's
hottest
true.
part of the day. Those of you who go outside, you actually do see that the town itself is dwindled. A lot of the people in the bazaar and a lot of the vendors in the bazaar have gone away for the most part. dissipated. The crowds have really shrunk quite a bit. There's still a few vendors, but most of them are just like sweating their balls off, trying to stay hydrated and stuff, even in the shade. Because it's about 110 outside, even in the shade. It's really hot, really unpleasant. Hottest part of the day. I'm going to ask Zoc, would you end up going to your own room as well? Oh, Zoc, you there?
Is he
I'm
muted?
sorry,
He was flying again.
Yeah.
Did you say that again? I was zoning out a
No,
little bit.
you're fine. You're fine. I was just asking
told
if you were
you.
going to the room with going to the big common room up on the second floor with everyone else.
I would try to. I try to follow Luno actually.
Well, Luno's going up there. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, I had a plan. I had
Oh.
something else, but just beforehand, so he could follow me.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask what you're doing, Luno, and then I'm gonna get to everyone else in the room and then ask what they're doing. So, Luno, what are you doing?
Just stepping outside. Most everyone's gone away, but is there any shop that's still open?
You're really hunting, aren't you?
No, this is not looking for items or anything
Yeah,
just
no,
yet.
there's a couple vendors that are still out and about, trying to pander their wares. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to go up to one of them and be like, "Hello, I've got a couple of questions to ask if you have a moment."
Oh yeah, I have a moment. What can I help you with? A short halfling, female halfling, standing behind one of the vendors. She's selling like leather purses, and there don't seem to be any lizard folk around her stand. She's selling like leather purses.
Did you to sell here? Did you have to do anything special, or did you just set up a spot?
Well,
Is there?
I live here, so maybe that, but no, not really. I mean, this place is pretty much an open market for whatever.
Oh, good to know. How much? Do you know how much people are selling water for?
Well, with recent events with the lake, it's become a little more scarce. Unfortunately, people are price gouging. Can you believe it? And
I can't. No, I can't.
yeah, normally water's really cheap, but people are selling it for like 2-3 silver per water skin. It's really, really unpleasant.
Oh. Do you have any water skins that you're selling?
You asked that, and her whole demeanor changes. She's
No, not water. Just the leather skins.
Oh, the leather skins. Okay, never mind. That doesn't happen.
Not the water.
Yeah, I gotcha. So yeah, you ask her about that, and she says, "Oh yes, I have a few lovely water skins right over here. You can see they're very fine leather, made from things, and it's they'll hold water for weeks."
How much do they run for?
Well, I could part with them for about 5 copper pieces.
All right. I'll happily take what you have.
All right. So she's got 2 really nice looking water skins that are full leather. They are not your typical water skins. Yeah. So I'm gonna say that you buy both of them. Yes. For
Yes.
for 1 silver.
Okay. That sounds perfect.
And Zoc, you're watching all of this as Luno is making his trade.
Okay.
I feel like you kind of
Okay.
are figuring out what Luno is up to, maybe. Yes.
I'm kind of what?
Since you're following
Okay.
Luno,
Yeah,
I feel like
I'll-
you might be.
Give me a bit, and I'll double check on.
I feel like you might be figuring out what Luno's up to, Zoc. With maybe selling the water. But yeah, since you're following Luno, Zoc, you would be witness to all of this.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just watching him. I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to be alone.
Gotcha. Luna, you do anything else?
Well, I will kind of go off. Like, if there's an area next to where not in near the well, trying to find a clear enough area so I can go ahead and cast Ice Knife because I'm going to do all this before I go to sleep.
It has cleared out pretty good. I'd like for you to roll me a stealth check. It doesn't have to be very high. You're probably going to succeed at that. Just, want to make sure you don't get caught by any guard trying to do any sort of shenanigans here. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go to people in the room. So, Barry, Dante, and Vid, the three of you are standing in this very nice room. Nice rug on the floor. The bed is made, blowing breezy green curtain in the window. A nice armoire dresser on the right wall as you enter. It's a very nice room, very cozy. Do you guys do anything?
Yes.
For me, I'm gonna look around the room, checking any drawers, if any clues about the assassin.
Okay, Barry?
I'm just gonna judge the room to see how big the bed is. Is it enough to fit me and Dante? Because I don't think Dante's gonna leave.
Wow.
It probably is, but it'll be an uncomfortable sleep. If you're not into that sort of thing, it's it's gonna be really even with how small Dante is, it's still gonna be a little snuggly. Dante, what are you doing?
Jump on the bed, cast detect magic for any more magic bullshit. And then I fall asleep afterwards.
Actually, good idea.
Yeah, so you cast detect magic while you're jumping on the bed, and you don't actually detect any magic in the room whatsoever. Vid, go ahead. Excuse me, and make me an investigation check.
Give me a second.
Okay.
And I proceed to curl up into a ball and pass out.
Yeah. Okay.
These rolls.
Yeah, these
Wow.
rolls are fantastic. I'm ecstatic by your rolls tonight, guys. You know what?
I'm
Just,
glad we're not
getting the
fighting
most
tonight.
shittiest roll.
because I'm going to be merciful tonight, just because you guys rolled, I've been rolling just so terribly. I'm going to say a 5 is all you needed to do this. You look around the room and checking the armoire. There doesn't seem to be any items in there. You start looking around the room, by the curtain, by the window. Don't find anything there. And you make your way over to the bed where Dante has just stopped jumping on it, and he seems to be starting to lay down, and Barry starts walking over. And as you do that, Vid, you lift up the mattress, looking for things, and Dante, you kind of start rolling out of the bed as he's doing this, but you do find something under the mattress. You find a pocket of 25 gold, a little pouch of 25 gold hidden in between the two mattresses.
Nice.
Oh yeah! Hell yeah! That's gonna be added to my inventory.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
And
I want to tell him, hey,
Yeah,
I
go
want to
for
tell him that I found. Hey guys, guess what I fucking found? And I show him the little packet of 25 gold.
Tav is gonna
Can I
search
have
his
some?
area.
Tab, are you searching your area too?
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation check for your area. What was?
And when
Yeah, go for it.
when Dante asked me if he want to have some, yeah, sure, definitely. But well, I'm trying I want to split a half of 25. It's gonna be 5, 10. What's a half of 25?
I just like how I'm in the room and you guys are just flinging it.
Right. Yeah, it's just Barry doesn't even exist. It's great. Half of 25 is 12.5. So 12 gold, 5 silver.
Or
Yep,
someone
so
get
you can keep the 13 if you want.
Yeah.
Or you can just do 12
Yeah,
gold,
sure.
12 gold and 13 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him 12 gold, and I keep the 13 gold.
Okay.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, Tav, it was room specific. You search around this room, and you do find some interesting things. Not what you want to find, but you do find some interesting things. In the far corner of the room, there does seem to be, and I'll give you a bit of a description. This room is really ratty. There's like 6 beds in here, all of which have been like well loved. I'll just say it that way. The beds aren't really well made. The beds themselves look a little ratty, worn, like wool blankets that have small holes in it, that sort of deal. The sheets look maybe that have been chewed by rats, and you do in fact actually find some old desiccated rat bones in one of the corners of the room. There's what at one time would have been a really nice, beautiful carpet has been looks like eaten to shreds by probably rats based on your everything else that you've seen here.
Other findings.
Yeah, other rodents, other insects and creatures. You don't find anything
Huge
other than
ones.
dust and rat bones in this room as you're looking around.
So basically, it's
Oh.
the room the tab shouldn't have investigated. Got it. I mean, he's gonna
Yeah.
quietly say, "Thank God I haven't already showered and cleaned myself." So since it's the common room that we've like rented for the night, do we just pick whatever bed we want?
Yeah, there's 6 beds
Pretty
here. You
much.
guys can grab whatever you want. Apparently Dante is sleeping
Matt's gonna
with...
find the closest bed to a window.
Okay. Yet there are actually several windows in this room. They are all stick thatched, hewn together with pieces of twine. It kind of looks like not very well made, but well made enough to withstand the desert heat and allow breeze through.
Okay.
We
So
normally end up
I imagine even with that, it's probably still fairly warm.
it's pretty uncomfortably warm in the hottest part of the day.
Okay.
Tab, what were you saying?
What time do we normally end the session? For some reason, I thought we ended at 8.
We do normally. We started about 15 minutes late, so I was
Oh,
running
okay.
it 15 minutes late.
Hmm.
So, we are close to ending anyway. I was going to end with you guys resting. So, back to Luno and Zoc outside. Luno, you made a sleight of hand check. What's your deception? What's your
Stealth.
Stealth. What's your stealth modifier? I'll just use the 5. It's probably also a 4.
Well, that's
Luno.
6.
6. Oh, it's 6?
Okay.
Yeah, I've got proficiency on that one.
Okay. Yeah, that's high enough then. You are able to find a small niche where you don't feel like you're seen by anyone. Zoc, you can still see him because you were specifically following him. Are you trying to stay hidden out of Luno's sight, or are you just like openly following him?
Openly following him.
Okay. Yeah, so you can still see where Luno makes his way over to one of the sides, out of the way of a lot of people. And Luno, what do you do when you feel like you're hidden?
Well, I had thought about this one while you did that. Remembering this spot, I want to run back into the inn real fast and ask him to borrow some pots, and I'll say I'll give him some water. Strong back. Like, if we can make this quick if we need to.
So you're... Sorry, say that again.
So I can carry. I need something to hold the water that I'm about to create. So I'm going to run back to the inn real fast. Ask Strongback if I can borrow a few pots, and I can. And I'll be like, "Do you have any pots that I can borrow? I can get you some mostly clean water."
Mostly clean water.
Yeah, he gives you this really quizzical look, really confused look. I do have some pans, but sure. I need some collateral though. Just give me a couple copper and we'll call it even. And if you don't bring it back, then I can replace the pans.
Perfect. I will hand him a couple of copper.
Okay. He gives you the 2 pans to do whatever you want to do.
Wait, don't we only have gold?
So
We'll break it up.
Yeah, you guys can break it up as you want.
Oh, okay.
And this is really
And then-
collateral. He's going to get it back when he returns the pans, if he returns the pans.
Right. And then grabbing those, I will rush back to that spot.
Okay. As you get back to the spot and look at the pans again in the open sun, these pans are disgusting. They're rusted. They have glops of hair, dwarven hair in them, and they, dust and dirt all up in them.
Okay, that's fine. This is going to be a little bit of a situation that I can work with. I would like to cast Ice Knife to create some ice, and then I would like to try to break some off, and holding on to Firebolt, would like to melt it, then wash it out. I know it seems complicated, and I'm sorry if it's too much, but kind of wash it out, dump it out, and then break off and have it in there. So put ice in there so that it will melt while I sleep. That's
Okay.
the plan.
While you sleep?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I'll take it back upstairs, and
Yeah,
that's the plan.
Okay. Roll me a Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, the water might disappear.
No, it's.
Oh, that's handling. That's wrong. Same
Wow.
same modifier. So
Wow.
I love the animal handling. It's the same
Same-
modifier. That's still
Yeah.
high enough. That's still high enough. I cannot wait for you guys to be like level 8 and just no one rolls below a 10 ever again. It'll be
Please?
fine. So
Please?
yeah, that's
Please?
still high enough. You're able to cast Ice Knife without it kind of like exploding everywhere like it normally would do, because that is what it's designed to do. You're able to kind of control it a little more, be a little more precise with it. Grab your firebolt and kind of melt this ice down a bit without, damaging the pan or melting the pan or anything like.
well, I was
weird
thinking I
like
was
that.
holding the piece of ice and kind of like keeping it near my hand. That's how I originally thought about it. That I was letting the water drip from the ice that I'm holding onto
That's fair.
into the pan.
Yeah, that's fair. It's still the Arcana check was to see if you could control doing that without like
Okay,
actually casting the spell itself.
fair enough.
Since you're doing something a little out of the ordinary. Yeah, you're
feel
able to
ya.
do that. Yeah, you're able to do that, and you can. You are able to clean the pan out and cast Ice Knife again, and have a bunch of ice sitting in there to melt over the nap time.
Okay. All right, and then that's all I planned on doing. I would bring it back up to the room unless Zoc had other plans.
I'm just gonna have a conversation with Luno, but it's gonna take some time. Depends on where it goes. So we're running.
Yeah, we
a
can
bit
wait
late.
on that.
That's fine. Actually, I prefer, since the way Zoc has been working right now, I actually would prefer it if the two of you did that offline, so that we can keep some of the surprise to ourselves. Please do let me
Okay.
know what conversation that entails, so that I can stay on top of where all of that is going. That's perfectly acceptable. Yeah.
Awesome. So fade in, fade out from the conversation,
Right.
and we go upstairs.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Is everyone, except for the people in the nice room, is everyone getting ready for siesta, asleep?
Dante?
Nat's gonna be taking like a short nap, for a couple of hours, but she wants to be able to get up again in the evening time to do some browsing of her own around the town.
Okay. Tav, you do anything else, or are you ready for bedtime?
I was trying to think if Tab wanted anything else to do, and honestly, I think he's just exhausted.
Okay. That's fair.
Can't think of anything for him.
Okay. Luno and Zoc, anything before you guys decide to sleep?
No, I would
Nope.
are we have the option for a long rest?
Yeah, this is definitely, if you guys decide to long rest, you can definitely long rest, and just we can say you guys sleep till tomorrow morning if you so choose. Other than Natalia, who has said that she wants to wake up in a few hours, that's perfectly fine. Everyone in the other nice room, you guys have kind of divvied out the gold a bit between Dante and Vid, not Barry. So what are the
Actually,
three
it
of
was
you
I've
guys-
been. I totally forgot to give Barry some gold because I want to apologize to him about the push up for 5 feet in the airship. Since I gave him how many gold? 12 gold, and I have 13.
Yeah.
I can give Barry 7 gold, and I can keep the 8 gold. That makes up for 13.
Wait,
Six
no.
and 7.
That's
Wait,
15.
6 and 7.
No, 7.
That's
Yeah,
15.
7 plus 8. It's gonna be 13. And I
15.
want to split it.
No, that's
7
15.
and 8 is 15.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry.
6 and 7.
Yeah, 6 and 7.
6 and 7. Well, I will give Barry a 7, and I'll keep the 6, just a way for me to apologize. Hey, Barry, I'm really sorry that I pushed you up for 5 feet in the airship on the desert. So I want to give you like 7 gold, and I'll keep the 6 gold.
I'm just gonna look at it and say you're trying to buy out me. Basically, is what you're trying to do here.
Yeah, that's basically what he's trying to do. I will say
Yeah.
he's doing it to a rogue, so at least it's the right class.
You're right.
Shit.
Barry, how do you take that?
I'll take it happily, but I still have like some bit of anger still.
All right. So the three of you in there, Dante, you didn't fully roll off the bed. You're getting kind of tired. You said you were ready to lay down and sleep. Barry and Vid. Well, I'm gonna ask before I move on. Dante, were you doing anything?
No, I'm putting the gold away and
Okay.
then rolling over.
Okay. Barry and Vid. Vid, you can go first. Are you doing anything?
I did what I came here to do, investigate, and now I'm gonna sleep in the couch.
You're gonna
Oh,
sleep.
thank you, Vid.
You're gonna sleep in
Forgot to
like
thank
the
Vid.
common room up on the second floor.
Wait, didn't you say that in the nice room there's like a cushion, like couches? Like
No,
I thought
no,
there was
there's
couches in there.
there's a wardrobe, an armoire, a dresser, a
Oh.
big furniture piece that would normally hold clothes.
Oh. Hmm.
So
Well, I definitely want to go sleep.
yeah. Oh, I mean, we could say you go back up to the common room, sleep with everyone else. I think that's very fair. You
Yeah.
would have known that everyone else went up there.
Yep, I'm definitely going to sleep there.
Okay. Barry, you doing anything else before bedtime?
I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Okay. And so I'm going to ask before we end, because I know, Natalia, you're going to wake up and do stuff, and we'll do that at the start of next session. Is everyone taking a long rest except for Natalia right now?
See.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll.
Yeah, I'm taking a long rest because we spend the day trying to walk in the desert for 8 fucking hours. We spend our entire morning trying to convince 2 idiots in a poisonous water to not getting trapped and eating them. And now I was in a bar, almost offended the bartender, Gillian, and now an assassin will almost try to kill me. I was lucky, like thanks to Luna Luno? Yeah, Luno to push me away. Fucking this is Sparta kick on him, and Chiro pierced to him, and we managed to get a dagger and a ring. And not only that, I went to the room and got like 25 fucking gold. And I'm happy to share with Dante and Barry, which is I'm trying to apologize, but I know he's seen through my bullshit. Has a little bit of anger, but hey, I'm trying to redeem myself here. You know, I'm trying to redeem myself.
I got it.
So yeah,
You're fine.
So, yeah,
Okay.
So yeah, enough of this bullshit. I'm going to the room and sleep.
All right. So yeah, everyone takes a long rest. We're gonna end here for the evening. We will meet back up next Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, we'll pick back up then, figure out what Natalia is going to be doing, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed this session, a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah, so have a good night, y'all. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Hi,
Bye.
Sleep.
Yeah.